Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Swindler's Den presents Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. My name is Meyore, and I'll be your dungeon master for today. So, first off, let's introduce the players. First up, we have Battletight playing...
I am playing Koos, the Aarakocra monk. Brah! I was raised in Kirsabal at a monastery in the jungles. My Sifu has sent me on a mission now, Brock, to go reach the final level and the glow and become a monk master by helping the people here on Stormwreck Isle, the monastery of Bahamut. Brock!
All right, next up, we have Ishingloo
playing Dairy Ashmoon, the crazy moon elf that Golgosh now knows is carrying a bit of a passenger, and he'd like to solve that problem so that he can go back to his ancestral home of Silvery Moon.
All right, and
our
next,
noodles.
and we have BigBallerBossk playing...
BigBallerBossk, or you could find me on Twitter at lifeofed775. I'm playing Golgosh. I want to correct a mistake I made, and I am a full genasi. My father is a genie. My mother was a human. I am currently on search for my half-sister, who I heard a rumor about from one of my war buddies when I was in the army. And I have revealed that to BK, who also has committed to helping me find what I'm looking for.
All right, and last but certainly not least, Grizlocke.
Hey everybody, it's Grizz. I will be playing Hexelvex, or L, as you guys know her as, the druid, and she just kind of is tagging along here for the ride. She's met a few of these fine folk and decided she'd help them. So that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, now that we got that out of the way, just remind everybody that Curse of Strahd has moved to YouTube on Wednesdays at 6:30 EST. So check out that premiere when that comes around. And just a little reminder before we get into it, if you like what you see, maybe leave one down below and subscribe if you want to see more. But to the recap. So, last time, the group tried to convince a crew that would rather stay put on the beach to travel with them through the jungle to no avail. They agreed to scout ahead and ventured forth. As they traversed through the jungle, they were ambushed by a group of kobolds, and a quick but lethal battle ensued. Our heroes reigned victorious and made their way towards the strange cliff structure that Koos had seen previously. Upon arrival, they quickly found a group of kobolds who were quite ecstatic to meet them and quickly led them to the kitchen for a nice fish dinner. Eventually, they would meet the head priestess of this temple to Bahamut and would find out a bit more about the strange wrecks that they were investigating and their connection to the undead. Runaway dragon wormlings, and a bit of a problem with the local myconids that they decided to assist with. We now pick up where we left off as the beautiful morning light shined down upon the party. And I just want to say, I forgot to do it last session, but that roleplay was so good and I loved it. So I just want Derry and Golgosh to have an inspiration.
Yes.
Woo! So what you can do is just click on your sheet and then just click the little dice that's next to your character portrait, and that should give it to you. But
Which are we talking?
Here, I got you, Golgosh. You have it now.
Okay, yeah. Just give me the chat.
You're all good. You're all good.
On your character sheet, it's on the top right of where your character picture is. It's like that dice kind of weird shaped thing, one of those circles. Anyways.
Mm-hmm. And it pulses. Looks very happy. Okay, so sun has risen. Oh my god. L, you were the last watch, I believe, as everyone begins to stir in the morning.
Alright, it's time to wake up, everyone. My voice sounded weird there. Wake up. Come on. I'm gonna start hitting Derry with like the back of my cane, or not my cane, my staff. Just kind of nudging him up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I still can't find this. I'm sorry, Meyore.
No, you already did it for
Yeah.
you, I think, so you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You had a good
Just
watch.
remember when you're in danger
Al?
to use it.
Oh, sorry.
The inspiration.
Yeah, yeah. When you're making your death save, you use it.
There you
We
go.
have a long day ahead of
You
us.
think I'm gonna die?
We should probably go get Koos.
Yeah, Koos is up at the temple, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd fly down there. Good morning. Good morning. Back.
Welcome.
Oh gosh, the sun is real bright today. Good thing
Might
we're
be
going into a cave.
It might be the brightest day of the year.
Time for breakfast. Breakfast.
Yes.
Mm.
You
you
wouldn't
think-
happen
do
to
you
have
think-
any eggs, would you?
I'm wondering if the folk around us will offer us some breakfast before we set out on our journey.
As you say that, you see Varnoth, the woman you met last night, just kind of step out of her room, get a good stretch in. Ooh. Well, if you want breakfast, best head up to the kitchen. I'll get Tarek on it. The kobolds, they're probably not going to be up for another several hours.
Late
Last one's
sleepers.
there is rotten egg. Last one's there is rotten egg. I'm just gonna open my wings. I'm gone. Going
There
breakfast.
you go.
I'm visibly pissed at Koos for making that a challenge.
I've been called
Scurvy.
worse. And Derry slowly starts shuffling forward.
There you go. Yep, she'll wake up Trek. Oh, thank you, Varnoth. Let's get this going. So they'll all head up. They'll start working on some breakfast. Runara isn't there yet. Koos, when you woke up, she was just nearby at the temple, just taking care of some incense and whatnot. And yeah, you flew off. It was all good to go. And she'll start making her way down there as well.
Can I ask you a question?
Crap.
As
Yeah.
Dungeon Master, Mr. Dungeon Master. So I have skills of weaving. I'm proficient in weaving, as I am a bird, and we weave nests, and I have my weaver's tools. And I want to weave kind of a backpack for Hexelvex to sit in, and for Baller to wear. How long would that take me? Like, can I get that done during breakfast? Like a rough field backpack.
I would say probably take like an hour, I guess.
How tall is Al?
Working very dexterously. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What is the height and weight of Al that's going to require?
her I mean, she's a bit older, so she's kind of hunched over, so she's probably like, I don't know, 5'3", 5'4".
Okay.
Just love that
Okay,
we're
so
making
Koos is at the kitchen here. Good morning. Breakfast.
Oh yeah, yep. It'll be here soon.
I turn
Derek?
to Al and I'm like, I can't believe that Koos just came in here without any hesitation.
You must be very hungry, that one.
Is there any fish, any dried fish, or just anything I can snack on laying around on the table here?
Yeah. Looks like someone forgot to do dishes. There's some leftover fish you could probably gnaw on if you were hungry enough.
Good. I'm gonna grab it. Just gonna grab this fish. Just gonna grab this. I got a chore to do. Take care of my team. I'm gonna grab that fish off the table and thanks a lot.
No
And then
problem.
so I'm gonna fly over, grab that fish and chew on it in the air as I go grab some jungle leaves off the top of the trees to weave together to make this backpack.
Nice.
That
Okay.
that person is sick.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on all the dishes.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Varnos like coming to grab those and oh, you mages, the best. Oh, thank you. All right, Varric or
I didn't
Derek,
say I
we
was
don't need to
making them
clean
clean. No. that was-
Oh.
No, I was.
Cast prestidigitation, all dirty as hell, dirt and stuff on there. All right, well, I fried some eggs. I hope the Birdman isn't upset about that. They're not Aarakocra eggs, though. Here, and he'll start passing them around. And Tarek, older gentleman, tattoos and whatnot. Varnoth, middle-aged woman, scar across her milky white eye. They sit down across from you, and Tarek will just say, well, Runara said that she would get the map from Rix, so as soon as she's here, I can point that all out for you, okay?
Wonderful.
And yeah, they will start chowing down. And then, a couple minutes go by, and Runara will file into the room. Oh, well, good morning, everyone. I hope you slept well. Hope you've recovered from your minor cuts and bruises.
Hello there.
Well, hello, Golgosh.
Which one's Runara again?
Runara is the priestess who
okay.
you thought was a little sus, but then thought she was just downplaying the problems of the monastery. So she'll just sit down and she says, well, thank you for breakfast, Tarek. Elle, I believe you were asking for a map yesterday. Rix was able to find one in the library with me. So here is that, and she'll kind of lay that down on the table, kind of splay it out. It's not a huge map. And Tarek will just say, oh, yep. He'll kind of like try to wipe his hands a little bit. Here, so it's right over here. So the caves are on the east side of the island. And he kind of points out where that would be. And he also says, also, I mean, on your way back, because I do know that you might end up having to fight this guardian that they've brought about. Hopefully there's a way around it, I'm not sure. But if you do end up having any injuries, feel free to stop by at this spring in this cove here. We like to go with the kobolds every now and again, a bit of a field trip, if you will. Quite the restorative properties in that water. Almost gives you a similar sensation that the temple does in a way. And he'll point out a little cove kind of across this, across the way from now. And actually, if anyone was to like look out, Koos might even see this kind of large, almost cave-looking entrance, which would end up being what that was. But and he'll just say, oh, and as soon as breakfast is over, I'll go fetch the fertilizer that you can hopefully trade with Myconids. And here, I have the health potions for you. And he will
how are we
offer
gonna
up potion of healing. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, how are we gonna distribute these healing potions between the three of us? Because Koos is already long gone.
I think we should give one to Koosh, because he gets all up in the.
But he's the one that's not here. I would like to give him a healing potion, but he's not here.
Yeah, well, we can always give him one later. I say whoever's the one taking the brunt of all the fighting, the frontline attacking folk. One of those would be Koosh.
Well, I got pretty beat up in the last fight.
Perhaps you could take one then.
If that's all right. If that's all right with Derry, I'm fine with that.
What do you think?
Go ahead. Kind of feel like the minute I get hit, I pass out anyway.
Anything happens to you, Derry, I'll get you right back up.
I pretty much also pass out immediately. So we can share it between the two of us, Derry.
Now, about this, healing water, the spring, do you bathe in it or do you drink it? What's,
Oh, yes. It's just a little bathing spot. The waters are quite warm. Yeah, you'd be amazed how good you can feel after coming out of that.
have you ever tried drinking it?
Well, I guess I haven't.
I mean, we might not even have to go to these Myconage. I mean, screw that. Why would you make potions if you could just fill up bottles of spring water and drink it?
Well, I guess I had never thought of that before. I mean, if you want to visit and take a sample, then I guess I could study it, see if there's any sort of similar effect.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and he'll hand an extra vial that's empty, I guess. Oh, so here's a cool thing, right? So Golgosh,
That's me.
what you should be able to do. So did y'all see when I put a big ol' honkin' item right on the table there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you should be able to double click on that, which should open like a little menu on your screen, right?
Yeah, but it says that I lack permission to update the token.
Okay, so you don't need to update any item piles or anything like that. Do you see
Oh,
to
no,
the...
I got it.
There you go. Yeah, because you
Oh,
just
the
press the take button. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I big brained it.
There you go. Yeah. So who's taking the one to give to Koos later?
Oh, I'll take it. So how do I do it? I'm sorry.
Just double click and then hit the little take button that's kind of on the right side of that screen.
No, I see. Okay.
All right.
Damn. I figured something out on Foundry before you, dog.
You
Yeah.
got it. All right. So yes. Well, hopefully that works out. They're just gonna keep on eating. Yeah, Runara just kind of chills at the end of the table, has a little bit of eggs, and everyone has a. Oh, how the hell did that get there?
I put that there for Koos to take since I
Oh,
saw his
there you
token
go.
come
Yeah,
by.
yeah. Perfect.
Just
Yeah,
take
you
it.
can do that. There's also like a
Yeah,
trade.
I guess
it's possible too, but
I'm not.
so-
I know I'm not really there, but I was
Yeah,
just
just
trying
grab
to
it.
learn.
Yeah, just grab
it. Yeah,
I was trying to
just go ahead
learn
and
as you
grab
were explaining.
Yeah, get it.
Meyore, why do we have a test player as one of our players right now?
Oh, that was me double checking. I have my back end to help me see what you guys would see, like for that type of stuff.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that wasn't some weird error.
So you
No.
tried. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Awesome.
Got it. Awesome. All right. Well, is there anything you'd like to talk about over breakfast, or are y'all just gonna kind of finish up and get out of there?
On a scale of challenge rating 1 to, like 5, how difficult is this monster we're facing? No. Are we stupid for going to do this mission? Is this going to be a hard one?
No. This is.
God,
I even saw a Reddit post on this the other day.
Okay.
It's like, how do you ask your DM without metagaming, like if it's too hard or not? So yeah, he'll just say, oh well, I mean, I don't think that I'd personally be enough to take it down, but if you were able to stop the undead, I'm sure that it wouldn't be too much trouble for you, to be completely honest.
Of
Do you
course,
think
yeah.
there would be any additional allies on the way?
Runara, do you have any idea? Well, honestly, I'm not quite too sure.
Someone we can talk to.
Well, I guess perhaps. Well, no, I would hate to send one of the kobolds out with you alone. I guess.
No, I would not ask that.
Outside of this monastery, there aren't really any who live here, other than possibly the two wormlings that we discussed previously, if they're still here. I guess one of us could also possibly take you out on the boat We do have a small rowboat. If you'd prefer to ride around the island as opposed to walking through the jungle.
Do you think that would be
Well-
quicker?
I think I've had enough of boats for a while.
Do you think that would be stealthier though? And we know that Koos can just fly there, so
Oh, well, so I guess it kind of depends on when you're trying to get to the caves. You see,
immediately.
when I've gone there, it kind of depends on the time of day, if it's high tide or not. When the tide is low, there are stairs that come cut down from the cliffside, and they kind of enter the cave from the side. But I've noticed when the tide is high that those stairs are actually, I mean, down to a certain point when you get down to sea level. At that point, though, the pathway becomes covered in water. I'd say almost 8 feet deep.
I was just going to ask, is this cave underwater?
So
Or not completely underwater, but can water from the ocean flow into it?
Yes, yes. So with that high tide, it will somewhat flood the entryway, but on low tide, you will have clear passageways along the side of the entrance, while there will still be a somewhat of a deep puddle between them. But then it'd have an incline further into the cave that does not get flooded as far as I've ever been aware.
So what time is it right now compared to when it's the lowest tide?
Yes, so right now it is roughly, I don't know, D&D times, 8:30 in the morning. So it will probably be high tide until about noon, but then after noon until sunset, the tide should recede.
And how long do
So-
you think we're gonna be in this cave?
Well, honestly, I'm not quite sure what the situation is inside. All I know is that they've posted a guardian, because they're scared of something.
Is it like a big cave? Does it have lots of different corridors and caverns, or is it just like one big room?
Oh, well, I would say there are probably at least maybe 5 chambers. Inside, you should expect to find roughly a good roughly 8 to 10 adult myconids, and then of course, they let their little sprouts run around. Those little scamps. Probably another 5 or 6 of those, so try not to step on them. They are quite small, but they are very kind. One thing I should warn you is that they do not speak. They will release spores. They are safe to inhale, but once you do, you will form a bit of a connection with them. It might not be how you and I communicate exactly, but you will manage to understand what they are trying to convey. It is a bit strange at first, and I will say I usually go there alone, so it's only me and the myconids who are connected. But you going together, you will feel each other. You
That's
will be able to
disturbing.
communicate. Hopefully, you do not have too many things that you're trying to hide from your companions.
So it's kind of a psychic connection.
Exactly. The myconids almost consider it a higher state of being. They
Right.
regularly try to do it for comfort.
Well, I don't disagree. I mean, most people, when they speak, say very stupid stuff.
That is true. I've had my fair share of that.
So, Runara, you're saying when we inhale the spores, in a sort, they're gonna be inside of our heads.
Yes, as far as Tark has told me, that is my understanding, yes.
Ah, wonderful. I shoot a quick glance at Golgosh.
I look back. We're a little bit skeptical, I think. I don't like anybody in my head. I don't like anybody in his head.
Yeah. If you guys are worried about that stuff, maybe we just do something else.
Well, I would say that it's not that invasive. I mean, it's more surface level thoughts. You, mage, you would know of wizards trying to detect thoughts of others and how they could put pressure on that magic and delve deeper, yes? So I would say that this is not equivalent to delving any deeper forcefully. I do think I would be a little worried, but if you do have any truly deep, dark secrets, I think you'll probably be okay hanging on to those. But I don't know, if you had a funny smell and you started to laugh at it in your head, someone else would probably hear that.
Well,
Is it
okay.
is it like a hive mentality that they can all hear what's in our heads, or is it
So,
more that an individual can release their spores, we inhale their spores or ingest them or whatever, and then that's the one person we can hear?
oh, yes. So, generally, from my experience, it's been whoever you're nearest to. At a certain point, the connection does begin to fade. I'd say roughly 30 feet, give or take.
That's oddly specific.
Made up. That's amazing.
Okay.
All right. I look at Derry and I say, you know, if you're down, I'm down. And I look at Elle and I said, you know, I'm going wherever you're going. So
Yes. There's no secrets between us, Golgosh.
definitely not.
And Derry kind of looks off and unfocuses his eyes and goes, "Oh, looks like you're about to have some more guests. I am so ready for this."
Well, why don't I just keep my mouth shut at that time and make you look like a fool?
No, it's okay. We already
fun.
make ourselves look like fools.
So
no.
that was in Derry's brain.
Yeah, that was the voice in his head.
Derry looks at Golgosh and goes,
That was Derry's.
"What a
Derry's
what
head.
a." That's a strange.
You gotta make a more
coincidence.
distinct voice. Gotta make a more distinct voice for that, Meyore.
I picked up on it. I knew
yeah.
it was the voice.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. I'm sorry.
No, you are all good. Normally, I also say "dare you" hear in your head, and I forgot to do that time. So it's all good.
So I'm looking at Golgosh and I'm going, you see that? You're getting predictable, bud.
Soldier, I do what I'm told.
Oh, a soldier, are you? And that would be Varnoth addressing you.
Oh, geez, I didn't want to.
Yes, he is a great soldier. I've seen his work. He's the best. Of
I'm
course.
also a great swimmer,
And he's so handsome.
and you're so beautiful.
That's
Oh my, I didn't realize that you were a couple.
We are not a couple. We just appreciate the way that we look.
Oh, well, I'm not one to judge.
It's really hard to spend time around them sometimes. It's just too much. I feel like a third wheel all the time. That's why Koos is always flying, up in the sky.
Yeah, he always
It's the
disappears
social
just
awkwardness.
because of the apparent
You know what?
tension.
I don't like your attitude, Missy. How about, you know what, right now, Golgosh, arm wrestle her. Show her that you're stronger.
I'm not gonna do that.
Well, I'm always down.
Unless,
for one of
hold on.
those.
Can I
Come on,
get- can I
Golgosh.
get-
You show
Can
her.
I get some gold out of it?
Oh, how can I say no to a bet?
Yeah.
She'll say, "I'll wager." Runara's kind of like shaking her head. Varnos, how about 2 gold? We'll keep it friendly.
2 gold is okay with me.
All right. So we are going to do a contested strength check. So I'm going to request that. Now everybody should be able to see Varnoth versus Golgosh in the arm wrestling. Just
go.
one bout. No 2 out of 3.
It's the stupidest thing ever.
This is awesome. Are you crazy?
You both rolled a 7. It's hard. You guys are.
The power. Golgosh, you expect to overpower this woman, but she looks at you with that fierce eye and holds your arm.
Okay.
We'll do one more roll to see
Okay,
who breaks the
Golgosh,
tie.
you don't have to be polite. Go on.
All right. Let's see.
Oh no.
Ooh, and then Varnoth, she kind of lets out a sly grin as she slams down your arm on the table. Oh my god.
All right.
So,
Let me
about
get
a-
two gold.
Let me go to D&D and Beyond and update that.
I pinched
Oh.
Golgosh's cheek and I said, "You didn't have to let her win. It's okay."
Oh my god.
I just haven't been doing my push-ups and my sit-ups and any of that.
Derry
that's-
Presti's a tiny trophy and hands it to Varnoth.
Oh, thank you, mage.
Winner, winner.
It's all good. Don't feel too bad, Golgosh. I had a bit of a time soldiering adjacent myself. Never knew if you heard of the Azure Wolves, but I had my little mercenary company for a while. Takes a certain grit to do that.
Never heard of
But-
him.
That's fine. But yeah, with that, she'll take her plate and she'll go start helping with the daily tasks. Well, Renara, I'm gonna go touch up the statue a little bit and see what I can do with the rooms. I know we had a bit of a crumbling in the kobold case, so I'll patch that up. Oh, all right, well, blessed day, Varnoth. And Varnoth will head out to work on her stonemasonry.
All right. We should probably get the show on the road. So, how about those bags of fertilizer?
Oh, yes. Well, okay. We can head out if you're all ready. I can grab my things from my room. And yeah, I'll take you down to the dock. Oh, are you going to be going through the jungle, or do you want to take the rowboat? Oh, yes, Runar was asked this way earlier. Yeah, so it would take you guys roughly... Yeah, by boat, it's going to take about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. By walking along the coast or through the jungle, about 2.5 hours. So, yeah, it's pretty close, about an hour difference.
Don't matter too much then.
It is still high tide. Maybe the boat makes sense. Loath as I
We
am
could
to
also
admit
we
it.
could also stay in. Me just like dismayed that I just lost this arm wrestling match. We could just sit in the boat and wait. Very angry.
Golgosh, you want to
Do
arm
you,
wrestle
do
me? I
you,
think
do you
that you're
have
gonna win.
any? Do you have
It's
any
fine.
liquor?
Oh, not at the moment. Sorry, I lost my Runara there for a second. I think the kobolds drank the last of it at a party last month. It was Laylee's birthday. She was turning 63.
Well, good for her, but not good for me. All right. I'll leave it up to the group. I don't care.
Old fart.
Goose is just gonna fly anyhow, so there's only 3 of us in the boat. I don't say that angrily. I just say that in general.
Nice.
Would this boat trip happen to pass any of those sunken ships we were talking about last time, the other day?
Oh, so to escape the large cove, you would see them on the eastern coast as you set sail, but I wouldn't recommend going that way, as that would be the much longer way. You want to stay near the shore, so you want to go around, wrap around the other side of the cove, and then hit it going eastward. Also,
That's fate.
I would just hate if you got too close to those wrecks. Pretty sure that is where the undead are most concentrated.
I can't
But-
believe I lost gold on a fucking arm wrestle.
Oh, don't worry about it. Plenty of ways.
Oh no! I did not say that out loud. That's just what's going on in my head,
How about we
and probably BK's head.
think about it on the way down? Runara, thank you for the advice. I hope they take it. No problem at all. I will be at the temple. I hope to see you soon, and thank you again so much for assisting us with this. It truly means a lot. And she'll just kind of do a little bow and start heading out. And Tarak will just say, all right, well, if we're all finished with dinner, this way then.
All right.
And he will start leading people down. So, yep, he gets down, stops in his room, grabs the fertilizer. As you guys, sorry, I'm not worried too much about actual token placement right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, as you guys pass the room, he grabs the fertilizer and whatnot, kind of brings it out. Y'all all get a whiff, and it smells kind of vile. But yeah, so sorry about the smell. You know what you need to fertilize things, so here that is. And here, just follow me down here, and we have a small dock further down the path. And he will lead you down to the dock. Oh, I so sorry. He'll get like to about this step, and he'll just say, so the dock is further down over here, but if you'd like to head through the jungle, I assume probably the fastest way would be to take the path you came when you came here at first. You did come from the south, did you not?
I do not like going down there. We had to have an encounter.
Oh,
that
yes.
Really beat me up.
Well, if that's fine with the rest of you, then let's head to the rowboat.
Oh, I'll just yell, Kirsch! I don't see him around right now, so I was like,
Oh,
So I'm here in the I flew and I'm doing my weaving on this little anchor thing that they do to lower supplies down to the water. If you see
Oh
it.
yeah, you've been out on it. Nice. Yeah. So I guess real quick, Koos, just
Am I done?
give me a acrobatics check. I don't know. I feel like that's dexterity enough. We'll see how easy it was to do.
are you saying the making of
Koos,
the backpack?
give me a yeah. I was like, I feel like being nimble with the fingers is enough. Give him his little proficiency bonus at least.
Nimble with the fingers, you say.
Oh boy, the talons, should I say? All right, so Koos, you can either on your
also
character
not as
sheet
effective.
do a acrobatics or in there too. Okay, perfect.
Oh gosh.
So I mean, 13. When you
Yeah,
hear
we're
Elle
rolling like
shout out
shit
to you, you're like pretty close. You're almost done, but it's not quite ready. You figure maybe if you were to have another half hour on it or so, be it. I mean, I guess you could theoretically fly while still working on this. But yeah, I just need a little more time. It's almost done though.
Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna pack. I'll pack it up. I'll put it in my backpack or whatever.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm,
So go ahead.
Catch up with the group. Right? They're going down this trail here.
Yep, they are headed off to the boat that is on a dock somewhat.
Gonna fly over.
50
Fly
feet
over.
away or so.
It doesn't let me do that with my token, but I'd be flying in the air, over this walkway here.
Is there a way for me to like decrease like the scroll speed when I'm looking at the map?
Oh, like panning around?
Yeah.
Decrease it. Probably. I am not sure off the top of my head. Yeah, because I don't see it quickly. Yeah, I will find that out for you soon. Okay, so you guys make your way down the path past Tarek's nice gardens. He kind of grabs a couple vegetables on the way, figures he'll head back up. And yeah, he shows you down to a nice little dock, and there is a little, like 15 foot rowboat. So y'all could probably all fit in it. Might be a little tight, but other than that, should be all right. And
Brack, another boat, Brack. It's a good thing Golgosh can swim, Brack.
Goose is flying anyhow.
Yep, I'm fine.
We did hold on to a boat for quite some time when it crashed.
all
Or at least
right.
I did.
You know, Brat, we found the monastery, and the captain might be waiting for us on the other side, Brat.
I'm so
Right.
done with that captain.
Yes, that's head.
Oh, you did say that you had others with you. Well, honestly, if you want to check on them afterwards, I wouldn't mind you taking the rowboat to go around. I honestly, if you head to the caves, at that point it'd probably be easiest for you to go east on the island and wrap your way around.
I don't know. They assured us that they'd be perfectly fine on their own, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure
Well,
They won't fit in the
exactly
boat,
what they're
and they
talking
can't swim.
yeah,
They can't
one of
swim.
us might be able to check on them, so don't you worry. So yeah, he will show you to the boat. He, kind of gestures whoever to hop in. Whoever hops in, and he'll just kind of untie it, toss the rope in there, and say, "All right, well, thank you so much for this again. Just head south, wrap around the cove, and you'll eventually be there. You'll see a cave, and you might, honestly, if you look deeply into it enough, you'll see some strange colors. It's just the mushrooms. They're bioluminescent in there. Might see a little bit of a glow coming from there. But thank you again. Thank you so much for this.
Do we pass the spring? Oh, sorry, Koos. Go ahead.
Oh,
Peace of Bahamut be with you. See you soon, Brat.
and peace of Bahamut be with you as well, Koos.
And I'm gonna take off, and I'm gonna go up high here, about 50, 70 feet, like super high, and I'm gonna check the water again and just kind of watch the way as they row this boat. Row.
Awesome.
This man
And
keeps disappearing on us.
he'll just respond to you that he'll just say, yes, go past the spring. You can actually see it over there, and he'll point at it, kind of across the way. See that large entrance there? And just keep going around the island until you start heading south. You should see it eventually. Best of luck to you all. And he will start heading off. So with that, we got us over here. So, a couple things on the map really quick. So, he pointed out the hot spring, which is over here. And you can just kind of see a big opening in the side of a cliff. And then he wrote on the map that the caves should be around here. But, that's a rough estimate. Okay, so which way are we headed? Are we headed south and around like they suggested, or what's happening?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Go
How
ahead.
fast can we get there? With, like, who would be the fastest paddler?
I would say, there was multiple rungs. There's like 2 sets of oars that you guys could use.
Okay, so it's just me and Derry paddling the
Yes, you
entire way.
strapping young men.
Here, why not? Let's I'll just give y'all an athletics check for the whole trip.
Are they safe? Is there any dangers in the water or around the waters?
So as you look from above, Koos, you see that at least at the moment, the water does appear smooth. I mean, there's a slight tide, but other than that, it's nothing that you can really see in. Don't really see any large dark shapes or anything headed towards them or anything like that.
Freaking
Seems to be
krakens. Okay.
this
Is there
a
any
nice-
ropes on this boat?
They do have a rope, yeah, on there.
Okay, so I'm gonna fly down.
That's the
Grab.
So unlucky.
Oh, let's
I
get
gotta
to
go
it.
down and grab this rope. Okay.
Oh,
So I gotta.
and
I got a
pull
7
also
plus
from the
2.
front. Can you hear me?
I got a
Over
9.
Golgosh
on-
talking.
Sorry. My bad, dude.
So go ahead, Koos.
I'm gonna go down that if everything looks safe and grab a rope. So as they're rowing from the sides, I can pull this rope. Also pull it through the water a little quicker. Also.
Oh,
Fair.
nice. Okay. Yeah, we're all working together on it. Here, you can give me an athletics as well.
Give me that rope, Golgosh. Hand me that rope. Right.
So
All
I
right.
throw the rope over, and you catch it in your talons, I would assume.
I got to roll for that.
Toss
Toss it in the water. I'll grab it.
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
that was easy enough, unless you were like super
Okay, good.
high in the air when he tossed it. The athletics is just for seeing how like much strength you're able to put into it as you drag them along for 2 hours.
Okay, you want me to roll? Here we go. Yep. Oh,
All right.
Oh,
All right. So Golgosh got a 9, Derry got a 15, and
Oh
Koos
my!
coming through
You
with
ate a lot of
5.
fish, Brack. What else did you have? It wasn't just fit, Brack.
I don't know. Must have been the eggs or something.
I'm gonna lay
As
an
Gary's
egg.
just furiously paddling.
All right, as you all begin to paddle through around the coast. Oh, sorry, the wrong button there. But yeah, so you begin to make your way around.
me.
Within like 20 minutes, you've already made your way to the spring. You can see that in the distance. It's just a large. Oh, go ahead.
How long of a detour does that look like it would be if we just pulled ashore real quick and walked up there?
So you guys, I would assume, has been kind of staying somewhat close to shore. I mean, it doesn't look like that deep of a cave. You can kind of see back into it as you guys are kind of paddling by. To just go up and take water out of it, wouldn't take more than 5 minutes, I would say.
Let's make a pit stop. We have time to kill anyways before the high tide goes down.
What are you suggesting?
Stopping at that hot spring you were speaking of. It sounded like it might have healing properties.
But we don't need healing right now.
No, but if we bottle it, perhaps we can save it for later.
Wherever you go, El, I go.
It does sound nice.
All right. So I guess we're stopping by the hot springs. What do you say, Koos?
Brack. I'll check it out. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna take off and I'm gonna go a little higher and just look for any krakens in the water or anything.
So from up above, looking down on the cave, you see that there are billowing clouds of steam emerging from this cave. If in the rocks ahead, the air, you'd probably assume it'd get a little bit more humid as you look down on that. And you just see that flowing out of this cave, there is a kind of a stream coming out of it that feeds out into the open water. Looking down on the sea, like in front of the cave, you don't really see anything in the water. You do see there is a sandy shore that leads up to the cave, and you can kind of... How high are you right now? I think you're muted. There you
On
go.
my marker, I'm 25 feet above the water at this time.
Okay, yeah. So, okay, that's actually not too bad.
How tall is this? How tall is this?
Yeah, so this
The
cove,
stream
I
that's
would say it's...
coming out. The stream
the
that's
stream
coming
coming
out.
out.
Yeah, how high is that?
Yeah, so the stream is, I mean, it's at sea level, but sorry, now that you're actually that low, so I'd say the cave is about 30 foot high, so you can actually see into this right now, okay?
Is there anywhere to
Um,
perch, like just above where that stream is coming out, and I can see what's down in the water and perch above that stream?
so, I mean, this is like kind of cut into a cliff face almost, so you'd be like pretty high up to look down on it. I mean, I wouldn't say that you would probably like hover inside of it a little bit if you wanted, because it is tall enough to support you flying in there.
Okay, I'm gonna fly down. Looks steamy. Looks steamy. What do you want to do?
That's what a damn hot spring is.
Makes me want to pee.
Not
Alright.
into the hot spring, please.
Let's go up there. I just want to take a quick look.
Alrighty.
All right,
Let's
hold on. Have you completed the backpack / whatever satchel for L?
Negative.
All right.
Oh yeah, because he was helping you.
I didn't
out.
roll well. I didn't roll well enough. I need another 30 minutes on it.
All
All
right.
right. All right, L. Hop on my back.
All right.
You don't know about that anyways. That's a present for you later.
True.
That's true. All right.
Fair enough.
So, as you guys pull in, you would all kind of, as you get a little bit closer to shore, you would all see, you know, the billowing clouds of steam coming out of this cave, and you would also see a small cove where hot spring bubbles from rocks further inside the cave, draining into lower pools, which then eventually does drain into the sea. Nice luminescent turquoise water, and you see the gray basalt rock. And you do see a little bit further in there are some vibrantly colored mushrooms. So let me activate this for y'all.
This
Okay.
is at the hot spring that the mushrooms are also at.
There are some mushrooms at the hot spring. But yeah, so you arrive seeing that, and here we are on the map.
I love that Koos is like just right on the bow, just
Tugging us.
hovering.
He's tugging that rope.
Can we just?
Very
Yeah,
slowly.
y'all can head over there.
Yeah. Took us to shore. Bam. I mean,
hold
I'm
on,
just
let
going
me-
right over to the edge.
I'll keep watch from above. Watch from above, and I'm gonna just kind of circle around there, and I'm gonna have
So
my
now you're
bow
up
in
there,
my
right?
hand.
There's some
Can
sort
have my
of wall
bullet.
there, Meyore.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
I
can't.
can't get through.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. I thought I turned off movement for this, but I guess. All right. Oh, yeah. Whoops. All right. Hold on. Let me fix that. So, there is a lot of stuff.
Sorry, I can just pretend I'm over there. That's no
Yeah.
big deal.
No, you're good. Let me drag you over there. Sorry. I made those. They're supposed to just like block sight. But I accidentally forgot to turn off the block movement of that as well. Here, so let me just move you on the other side of this for easiness sake. All right, y'all can all move freely now, right?
Yeah.
All right. So for you, Koos, are you readying an action to fire a bow at something that comes out of the water? Is that what I'm hearing?
That is correct. I'm gonna kind of just circle in the air, watching over them as they're dipping this vial into the water, and I'm going to ready a bow just as air defense.
Okay. Yeah. So as Elle approaches the water, Koos, just I'm gonna have you give me a
hold on.
perception. Mhm.
L should be on my back.
I'm
Unless you
off your
jumped
back
off.
now. Yeah. I'll jump off.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, Koos, since you're keeping an eye out for anything in these pools, I'm just gonna have you do that perception.
Our rolls today, dude.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die tonight. We're gonna die
I
tonight.
don't think we've gotten
So-
double digits the entire night except for
Koos
BK.
coming in with the 6 on that.
Sorry, Elle. Sorry.
So
it's all
yeah,
right.
you look down on the rippling waters, but seems fine enough. All right, Elle.
Okay,
So
Can I do a perception check on the water?
Oh yeah, are you just kind of like going up to the side and trying to see if you can see anything in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
hold
All
on.
clear. All clear, Brack. All clear.
Anyone who like wants to check in the water is free to do that.
Perception is wisdom.
I'm gonna be doing some investigating of the water, so
5.
Man.
You know, this is funny. All right, yeah, go ahead. You can
Can I,
investigate
like-
if you like, Al.
can I like? You said there's like healing properties. Can I like scoop water into the vial, like smell it, maybe like drink a little, like see if I immediately see if there's any sort of truth to this healing property thing?
Yeah, you are free to do that if you want to scoop some out.
5.
11.
All right, so as you scoop out some water from this pool, you would notice as you look down, filling the vial with this hot spring water, you look a little bit further into the pool as you see this like shimmering green, it doesn't even look like a solid form, but you see as it begins hurtling towards you at speed. And I will have everyone roll initiative.
Damn.
Initiative.
Oh.
Brack, water's all clear. Looks good.
We're good to go.
It was killing me because it was literally only a DC of 10 that was needed for the perception.
I'm trying to roll initiative right now. It says that there we go. 15. Now I roll a fucking good thing.
All right, so I'm gonna roll for that one and just make
14
others
for
be that.
Gary.
Mundine was
There we go,
15.
18.
I don't even know
That's
what
good.
we're fighting.
So I will describe that a little more in just a moment.
Could be like a water.
Sorry, I
wheel.
haven't found the initiative. Should I
Something.
just touch the?
What you can do?
Utility initiative.
It's on the
Sorry.
character
Meyore.
sheet. It's next to the shield where your AC is. It's to the right of it. It says
Oh,
any
sorry. Ignore that.
INI.
Alrighty. Yeah. Also, if you guys see that like horizontal like bar up above with all your pictures, you can actually click that little dice that's above your head there as well.
Cool.
Which is
For
another
what?
way to do it. That just rolls
For
initiative as
initiative.
well. Yeah.
Oh, I already rolled it.
Oh, I'm in the double
Ooh,
digits.
Man. All right. So Koos and
Can't
El,
roll.
you can
Can't roll
decide
in
which
the-
of you wants to go first.
Who is it? Me and Hexelvex? Is that what you said?
Yes. Yep.
Me and you, Elson. I think Hexelvex should go first. She's right there, right? I don't know.
Well, I'll say you prepared to fire. You were still prepared to
he's
fire,
still
so you
gonna-
should go
He's still
first.
gonna get that. Okay.
Because I'm probably
Okay,
pretty
what is-
surprised
what
with
is
like a
this
vial in
thing?
my hand. You know.
Okay, so yes, now that you have readied as this was going on, so you would see, Koos, you would see this. It's almost hard to describe. Not a solid form, but almost like green, sort of like fluid vapor in the water, just shooting towards her. But it is in the shape of. It's so hard with the form just kind of like coming in and out but you kind of get that it almost looks like some sort of maybe like a large snake or something.
Da-dee-da-dee-da.
But
Zach,
you
I
can
don't
go
really wanna
ahead
fight.
and take a shot at that. Oh yeah, hold on, let me begin the
Oh,
combat.
there's
as we do
3 of
that.
them.
There are 3 that have started to move. Okay.
How far is she? Oh, I guess I can see. So she's.
Oh yeah, and I would say L, if you were
This
like
thing is-
grabbing stuff out of the water, probably like right there, I'd say.
Yeah, I was probably like right there.
So this thing is it's in the water. I'm trying to decide if I should just try and tackle L and get her out of the way since it's in the water. Or try and fire this thing. Can I
And
see?
there's
Does it
one
have
on-
legs or anything like this?
It does not appear to have legs. It's just
How many
this strange
tentacles?
little energy flying through the water.
But it's like in the water, like right?
Yeah, I'd say like right below the surface.
So it's kind of like an arcane type of entity.
So, spoiler alert for viewers. So these are
You don't have to
called
tell us.
fume drakes. They're kind of hard to explain, basically, but they are essentially groupings of green smoke, greenish smoke. Little magical beasts, but yeah, little serpentine, smoky beings.
All right,
Can you
let's get after it.
can you tell me like game wise, I have questions like if I go to try to just tackle L out of the way, just swoop down and try and tackle her out of the way so she's off the shore there, is it going to get a free attack on us?
Well, so okay, so the first thing that would happen still is just you firing your bow since you're ready to shoot at anything like that. But then for your first turn, you could do the tackle thing if you wanted. So it isn't in melee range of any of you, so it would not be able to get an attack of opportunity on you to do that.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're saying I could fire the bow and then still get down there in time to kick?
Yeah, because so you had just like readied in action and be like,
Okay.
bam, right at the start. So that's fine to just fire that off, and then we'll do your actual turn that like starts. So.
Danger in the water! Break! Danger in the water!
Oh, what?
So
That's
There we
a
go.
20.
I'm like scanning, and I think I can see some shapes.
Oh. I hit
Okay,
a huge amount
so
of damage. Not.
you fire down on this little beast, and you I was just trying to double check my underwater combat rules. So you're not underwater, so I don't think you suffer it. I don't think it matters that it is underwater. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, you fire your bow and you do shoot into this thing, and you watch as your arrow like pierces the water and pierces the smoke, and the smoke kind of like coalesces where you hit it as it like groups around it, and then kind of like lets out like a hiss as you do that, as you do appear to have heard it.
Good. All right, then I'm gonna go and fly, dash, whatever, down to L, and drag her off of grapple her off of the shoreline.
Yeah, and I would say, I mean, if L is consenting, I don't really think you need to like do any check for that. So are you good to like let him grab you as he falls down, L?
Sure.
All right, yeah. So it's 20 to go down and then 10 to go over and grab her. So you still have 10 more feet if you want to just swoop her over a little bit.
Yeah, off the shoreline there.
All right, sweet. Yeah, so you want to go like right there, basically? Is that good?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, yeah, you swoop her out of the way, Koos. The dash was useful. That was awesome. All right, so next up,
our boy.
the L. L, you are up as Koos just kind of safely got you off this ledge with the rocks.
That bastard set us up. Trying to think.
That's it.
I have the vial of water, right? Still.
You do have the vial of water, yes.
Pop that top on and bag it. Should we just get out of here?
A soldier never backs down from battle.
All right, we're going fishing. And I'll summon up the thorn whip and I'll out into the water.
Nice.
PM, curious, can these things come out of the water or they have to stay in the water?
We'll find out.
I
About to
guess
find out.
you'll have to find out.
Great.
All
Wonderful.
right.
12.
Nice. Okay, so Grizz coming or L coming in with the 12 does hit
Oh, that
this
hits?
thing as you yank out your whip. As ooh,
Oh, with a
man.
6 damage?
For 6 piercing damage. Wow, yeah, as you wrap your thorns, it almost seems strange grabbing onto this grouping of smoke, but you grab on. How close are you pulling it, or are you not pulling it at all?
I always forget that it's a choice. Let's see, where would it be able to get to? It'd probably be able to get around here anyways. I said I was going fishing, so I'm pulling it. Can I pull it 10 feet up or no? Like, can I bring it like kind of toward me up like I was trying to fish it out of the water?
Yeah, if you want to like yank it like 5 foot in the air or something, that's fine. Yeah, because like right now it's like right below the water surface. Yeah. All right, so this thing yanks up out of the water, kind of in the air a little bit, and as you pull it back on your whip, and the rest of you see as the whip kind of releases this like grouping of like this smoke, steam, this greenish color as it's like kind of like coiling around in place as it's ready to come at you guys.
And then I'm just gonna with the rest of my turn just kind of move.
Hold on.
Oh.
Before you do that, is that going to be within 30 feet of me? Because I'd like to...
Where I'm moving to?
cast
Yeah.
Well, the thing.
Oh,
I'd like to...
Yeah.
I want to cast Hex on it.
Yeah, well, so Al, you're moving to where you're moving?
Yeah, I'm just gonna move like back this way just a little bit.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, you're able to find some purchase on some rocks there. All right, so next up is Golgosh. So Golgosh, you are free to do what you want to do. I think I heard a Hex being cast.
Yeah, I would like to cast Hex on that.
Mm-hmm.
Cast spell,
yep.
okay.
Target it, do the Hex, awesome. Okay, so that was a bonus action, and so now, and like anytime you damage it, it should take an extra 1d6 necrotic.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to actually shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay, yeah, that should work, I think, yeah. Cast it out of the ring.
Yes!
You see as the necrotic energy surrounds it. You whip out that crossbow and definitely hit with a 19. Hit me that damage button.
Let me just find the damage button.
Oh yeah, in the chat.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, that hit 5.
Ooh, well, nice. So yeah, oh my god. So for 7 piercing and then the extra hex damage of 2, hit this thing for 9. And then I won't always remind you of this in the future, but do you want to use your Genie's Wrath? Because you get your extra 2 fire damage.
It depends. Is this thing like dead, or does this thing need more damage on it?
So you would see that it is looking pretty weak.
All right, yeah, hit it with the fire too.
All right, yeah, as you deal an extra 2 fire damage to this guy.
I have a quick question. Is the fire damage something that can be applied every turn, or is that a limited resource?
So
No,
it is once a turn.
Oh, once a turn, yeah.
Yeah, so I apologize for this as a DM. You channel this genie energy to burn this sucker like you were doing to the kobolds earlier, and you see as the flames kind of engulf it, but it just spins around like nothing even happened.
Interesting. Can I do like would I know anything about that? Like a
Sure.
history check?
Let me have you do a, because especially since you have your fire genie background, I feel like this would maybe be something that would come up. So yeah, do a history. How about that?
Take him out, Golgosh. Brr, take him out. Golgosh, take him out.
I'm trying. Hold on. It's intelligence check. Hold on. Or not intelligence check, intelligence skill. Or insight skill?
Did you ask for a
Just your
history check? Is
history
that what you
skill.
said?
Yeah, a history check.
Yeah, so
You can
that would be insight, right?
No, it's
That's
that's
just
history.
there's a
History is its own skill.
there's a button that says history in that same section. It's just above insight.
Oh, yep, I saw it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
there you
it's
go.
cutting
No, you're
off.
good.
You are all good.
Woo,
Yeah,
nat 20.
Oh
Natural
my
20.
god! Wow, that is so cool. All right, so Yeah, so you recall, this is seems fire related. It wasn't hurt by you. You know that you are resistant fire. So you would know that this thing is probably what is known as a fume drake. You've probably read about this before at some point. So you would know that fume drakes are these elemental creatures that tend to kind of come into being from the magical energy of a dead dragon. And you would also know that these things are immune to fire. And possibly something. Well, you rolled a nat 20. I'll give you that one too. You don't really see how poison could affect this thing either.
Oh man.
I'm so sorry, my fellow companions. My memory was just absent for a second.
What do you remember? Do you remember something? Remember something? Let me know.
They're immune to fire and they're immune to poison.
Let's stick them with arrows. Brack.
Yes.
All right. So that's it, Gogosh. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I have a bonus action, right? I used all of
Because you used it on
Hex
Hex.
was your bonus action.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so next up is the little dragon himself as he flies through the air straight towards you guys.
Oh my goodness, they can fly.
He is going to... Ooh, can he? Yeah. So he's going to get right up in you guys' faces, right? And you see as it, like the fumes, they all sort of like begin to like concentrate at the face, and it starts to glow a little bit as it unleashes a breath of steam to scald you guys. So...
Can I use Hellish Rebuke? Sorry.
You cannot because you used your spell slot for Hex.
Fuck. Yeah, you're right.
Oh shoot, I thought I'd be able to get two of you with this, but I guess not. As it unleashes this steam on you, Golgosh.
Is it not a cone, or...?
It is, but I mean, I don't think I can originate a cone from like the corner of my square.
Got it.
So yeah, just give me that dexterity saving throw that popped up in chat, Golgosh. You're lucky you were the one that was hit with this, honestly. All right,
geez.
so that is a pass, I believe. Yes. Yeah.
Wait, that didn't hit me?
No, so it still did hit you, but since you passed, you take half damage because it rolled 8 fire damage from this breath. But then also, since you are resistant to fire damage, the 4 from the success is reduced to a 2 as it burns you a little bit. But you are going to have to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can maintain concentration on your Hex. So you should have got a pop-up. Ah, perfect.
14.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, yes. Wonderful. All right. That is a success as you manage to maintain this Hex. All right.
Yeah.
So...
And I just say at this point, man, I keep getting beaten up in these battles.
So this thing
Stop
is
crying
going
and start
to
fighting. Brack.
Get out of the water.
You're in the air, you asshole.
I'm not in the air right now, actually.
All right. So this topmost pool, I'd say that one is probably like 10 feet up. So it's going to dash over here, flying straight towards L, and then kind of come down at the surface level with you guys. And this one is going to also dash, but it is going to fly up towards Koos, who... Oh, wait, actually, I forgot. You're like lower level now.
He's on the ground. He just told me he's on the ground.
It's gonna dash up to you as well. Okay, and that
45
is
feet. It can
all-
go 45 feet. Look at.
Well, it's using its
speed.
action to dash, so it
Aye.
can't attack you this turn. All right, Derry, you are up.
I was gonna use my search action, but Golgosh already did that. So I see this thing send a bunch of... No, it's fine. I see it send a bunch of steam at Golgosh, and Derry's like, Fire against fire. And he's going to shocking grasp the one that's right next to Golgosh.
Oh, okay. Go
go.
for it.
Let's do it. Where are my cantrips? There we are. That's
Yeah.
21 to hit.
Oh my god. Hit me that damage. That definitely hits.
And that is 3 lightning damage.
Ooh, all right. Yes. Derry, you go to grasp this thing with this electricity. It's strange that you're able to get a hold on it, considering it's made of smoke, but you grab on and just electrocute this thing as it poofs out of existence in front of you.
This thing just got fire damage and electric damage in one turn.
Brack. Nice one, Derry. Brack. That's one.
Team effort. And Derry immediately backs up.
Nice, nice.
2, 1, 2, 3.
Hold on. Which one has
4,
the hex on it right now?
5.
That one just
So
died.
on your next turn, you'll get to use a bonus action to transfer the hex to a different one.
Move it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
All right, that is Derry's turn.
Alrighty. So next up is Koos. You have this strange, seething, fuming thing in front of you.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the. I can move at the end. I'm gonna do a double strike, right? I can do a double strike, and then I can move into the air and out of the way. Is that correct?
So you can do your 2 unarmed attacks like you were talking about, but then if you move away from this thing, it will get an attack of opportunity on you, but you can still do that. It's just so you know that would happen.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Alrighty.
Back in this one.
Oh yeah, so you can target that. Perfect. Got it.
Kakoos!
Ooh.
Oh yeah, 15 definitely hits. Roll that damage. Oh my lord almighty. For 8 slashing as you slash into him. 19 definitely hits for another 8 slashing damage as you slash into him again.
Dang.
You managed to
son.
connect with this smoky creature. Alright, so are you trying to fly away from him now?
Yep. I'm gonna go.
Alright.
What is it? With my bow, I could do 25. I think I can still do 25, and I still get the arrow at point target, right?
Yeah, so if you're moving before you move, let me just do this since we're right next to each other.
If
So
you're
it is going
moving
to try to
before you
bite you as you move away. So that is a 23, which does hit for... Oh, hold on. I am so sorry. Okay. So we're gonna roll back to that first hit. I'll still let you do the second hit if you want. I just want you to be aware about this because I almost forgot about this. So I'm thinking of a different thing. Never mind. We're all good. We're all good. You slash it. You devil slash it. It bites back for 3 fire damage. We're all good. I was thinking of a different monster. And yeah, you're able to fly away from it. I was thinking of a fire snake, not a fume dragon.
Kakoos!
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm in the air
easy-
now.
Very easy to confuse. They rhyme.
They do. All right. Yes, Koos has flown up 25 feet in the air, straight up. All right. So that's it, Koos. Okay. All right, Elle, you are up.
All right. I am going to target the one that is locked in combat with Koos and try and bring it toward me with my thorn whip.
Okay. All right. Yeah, yank him over.
I always forget the target first. Here we go.
Just yank him off.
Oh, why do I have advantage? What?
Oh, oh shoot.
Well,
It's because
they're both gonna hit. They'll both hit.
So I think it just didn't realize that Koos was in the air. So next time that happens, I'll move him over. But yeah, either way,
gotcha.
you would have hit. So
Was
it's
it trying
fine.
to say I had disadvantage because Koos was in the way?
Oh wait, no, you do actually still have a disadvantage because you have a hostile creature within 5 feet of you for a ranged attack.
Is that a thing? I've never known
Yeah,
that was a
if
thing in
there's
all my years playing D&D.
Yeah, if you make a ranged attack with a hostile creature within 5 feet of you, you have to make the ranged attack at disadvantage.
Shout
Wow,
out
I never
Critical
knew that.
Role. I learned that.
So did I hit or no? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you hit. You hit.
Okay.
Yeah, you rolled a 19 and a 17. Definitely hit.
Oh.
I only do 1 damage. My goodness.
Yeah, so you wrap the thorns around it, but it feels like a little bit looser grip as you pull back on it. So are you just pulling it back 10 feet?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Oh, sweet. All right. So yeah, you yank them 10 feet closer.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. So next up is Golgosh. Golgosh, you are free to use your bonus action to transfer the hex if you would like.
Yes, I would like to transfer the hex. How do you do that on this?
So
I'm gonna
I
do it on
would-
the one that's not injured at all.
Okay, the one that's not injured? Okay. Yeah, so I think the easiest way to do that would probably just be to cast it without using a spell slot. So I'll just do that.
Just put it on this guy next to L.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, it has been hexed.
All right, great. So I'm right next to the other guy. Where
Mm-hmm.
he looks like he's almost dead, right?
Yeah, the smoke's kind of coming apart a little bit. It's harder to see the form.
Finish him.
All right, I'm going to do a melee with my quarterstaff.
Okay, so with this, so just so you know, so since your last attack, right, was you shooting a crossbow. So that was what was in your hands. So you can draw a weapon like as part of your attack. All I would say is that you would have to drop the crossbow on the ground to pull out your quarterstaff and smack this thing.
Okay, I'm just gonna use Eldritch Blast then.
All right, so yeah, so you could put away the crossbow for free, I would say, and then just fire that since it's coming out of your ring anyways. So that is a ranged attack as well, so that will be at disadvantage since you have an enemy right next to you. So that is an 11 on the Eldritch Blast, which for the first time of the night, one of you actually misses this thing.
God
As
damn!
you fire this blast, and it kind of, the little smoke, it creates a hole in itself as the blast goes through it and then reforms after it passes through.
All right, can I move back now?
So you can move, just be aware that if you do, so that enemy could... Oh wait, it's not actually, it already used its reaction on Koos, and it's not its
That's
turn
true.
yet, so
Yeah.
it can't actually. Yeah, so you're free to move with no repercussions.
All right, I'm going back to Derry.
Oh, hold on. So
But
I
if
would
you,
just
but you
say...
move past this one though, right?
Well, he did it at an angle, I think.
I'm gonna assume, Golgosh, that you went down here first,
Yeah, that's how he did
and
it,
then moved
right?
over, staying out of the range of that thing. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Are there any extra actions I can do? No, I don't think so because I switched the hex over. I think I'm good.
Alrighty. Okay, so next up is the Hexed Fume Drake, and it, unlike its buddy, sees plenty of people right in front of it, so it is also going to use its little breath attack and try to hit you guys with that, and it looks like we can,
Nice.
as it hits you all for fire damage. And
Well, I
Let's roll.
get half, so
Well, let's see.
oh, and I would say, all right, it's fine.
17 on my
13.
dex save.
So yeah, the save is a... I just need Golgosh to hit that dice in the chat.
dexterity chat? No.
Save,
okay.
yeah.
Never mind.
Dex save
Dex
in the
save,
chat.
yeah. So yeah, oh, there you go. Oh my
Nice.
god, a natural
Nice.
20, wow.
Natural
Nice.
20.
Second
let's
one
go.
for you for the
Alright.
night.
So everyone succeeds.
I'm on it tonight.
So you'll all take half damage. Well, minus Golgosh will only take a quarter damage since it's fire. So it rolled a 7, so everyone will get a 3 except for Golgosh. So L gets 3 fire damage, Derry gets 3, and Golgosh gets 1 fire damage. Oh, which is enough to still make you do your concentration saving throw. So just hit that
God.
dice in the chat for me.
Let's see if this hex holds.
Yes!
Oh
Oh my gosh!
God,
What
two
the
natural
heck?
20s in a row?
That's 3 on the night too. Like for him.
Oh my god. Yeah, so you kind of brace, you know what's up with this thing. Also for my own memory, what killed that other Drake again? Was that that
Shocking
was you
grasp.
whipping it, right? Oh, you grasped it. Okay. Oh, darn, I forgot about something then, so I apologize for what may happen in the future, but all right, so that
I
one
can't believe I just
thing-
rolled 2 fucking natural 20s in a row.
So this thing is going to fly over, and it will. Can it?
Man, they're
No, it
real
would just
pissed-
kind of. It'd run
they're
like
real
straight
pissed
at
at
you
me at
guys.
this
Yeah. So then it is also going to use its breath on you guys.
So Koos has a attack of opportunity on it, right?
He's 25 feet in the air. Though,
Oh, he
so
is.
does
Okay, I
not.
didn't see that. That's my
Yeah.
bad.
All right, so yeah, you guys see as this thing blasts at you with its steam. Let's see them dexterity saving throws.
That's a 10.
All right, so that is what did Golgosh get?
7.
Oh,
Well, hold
no,
on.
no.
7.
It's a 9 in total.
Yeah.
I don't even
9.
see where the thing is. Okay, as long as y'all see it. Okay, yeah, so 10 and a 9 both fail, unfortunately. So y'all will take full damage, but lucky for you, it was a 2 fire damage. So Derry takes 2 fire damage, and Golgosh takes 1 fire damage. But
Wait,
Golgosh,
I don't have to take a like a
Oh wait, no. Oh Jesus. What?
check for that.
Oh yeah, I don't think you can take no
Constitu-
damage, can you?
Constitution.
So, yeah, so just do the Constitution saving throw for me. It's in the chat there. Yep.
Oh, hold on. Wrong one. Don't
Oh,
ignore
it's
that one.
Oh yeah, that was Constitution ability, anyways.
That was Constitution. Okay.
Do you have the chat? Yeah, sweet.
All right.
That was worse.
So
That was
finally
worse.
fails the Constitution saving throw, losing concentration on Hex. All right, but that is all that Fume Drake will do. Derry, you are up.
Oh my goodness. Ugh. It's like I'm sweating profusely from
All right, yeah.
all the steam.
Derry's injured as shit. I'm injured as shit.
All right, so Derry's gonna be like, you're just grunting. He runs out to the beach, and then he turns back around at the two fume drakes, and he's going to cast Magic Missile.
Nice, nice.
I want to send 1 at the one near death and 2 at the one that's uninjured.
Yeah, sounds good.
I don't know how to.
So just right-click that second one and click the target icon.
And the one that's uninjured no longer has hex, right?
Yes, it no longer has Hex, unfortunately.
I can't seem to select both of them. Hang on.
Okay, so yeah, so what you want to do is okay, perfect. Yeah, you got it.
Hey, hold shift. All right.
Alrighty.
And
Do that magic
magic
missile.
missile.
So 1 on the one closest and 2 on the one behind.
Yep.
Sweet. All right, roll me that damage. Let's see. All right,
is-
so for 2 force damage, so this one will take its 2, and then this one will take 4 force damage. As you fire these missiles into them, they connect with the form, kind of vibrates a minute, but regains its shape.
So I noticed that the one that is near death is still up, and I'm like, someone finish this guy off. And then I back up 1 more square towards the beach.
Alrighty.
And that's the end of my turn.
Sounds perfect. All right, Koos, you are up 25 foot in the air, but also about 30 foot away horizontally. So probably a good 50-foot shot right now. Or 45 foot shot to that one. So yeah, that's in your short bow's goon, so you're good.
Short bone range. How about swooping over on this one and giving it a talon in the face, and then
Oh, you are
Not too close.
definitely free to talon things. That's fine.
okay.
Oh, wait.
flurry,
Hold
dude.
on a second,
Double
though.
flurry.
So you are
And what's the
25 foot in the air. These things are on the ground. So, yeah, you wouldn't be able to reach them without a dash, is the thing.
And then
'Cause
which
you'd
is an
have to
action,
go-
right?
Yeah, that is an action. Mhm.
Okay. All right. I'm
And to-
gonna.
Is it?
To bonus
that an
action talon, you
extra
have to have action talon, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Isn't that an extra outlet? Like action? Like extra outlet? Fucking just
An extra Alex?
an extra action to dash.
So dash is an action for everybody but a rogue who gets a feature that gives it as a bonus action.
Eat a splitter.
All right, so you fire the short bow. 13 definitely hits for 10 piercing. Oh my goodness, as you fire down into this thing, killing it, but as you fire into this thing, seems like for whatever reason the last one just poofed away without a problem, but this one, you see as the smoke gets pierced, it starts to get brighter and brighter and brighter as it explodes. Oh, I have to heal this thing really quick. And then I'll kill it after. It's just I can't cast a spell while it's dead.
Yeah.
As it explodes, and everything in a 5-foot radius has to make me a dexterity saving throw, or a constitution saving throw. As
Take
it
that, 19.
Nice.
explodes into noxious fumes, and you succeed, which... Oh, awesome. So it's not a save or half, it's a save or none. So
Save or save.
yeah, you are good as you you see it blow up into these gases, but kind of close your mouth just in time not to inhale any of it.
Full of
So
hot
yeah.
air, right? It's just full of hot air.
As that thing fades into nothing.
Nice one.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna move over a little bit. How can I move? Yeah, there. So I'm closer to this guy for the next round.
Alrighty. Okay,
yes, ma'am.
Elle, you are up.
All right, Tail. You got this. You're the closest. You're ready to go.
Okay, Tim.
What?
Trying to debate what I should do here.
That
So-
was just noises.
Yeah, that's what old people do a lot. That's all right. So I'm just gonna continue the thorn whipping.
Alright, so that is a ranged attack.
Oh, that's true. I forgot that.
So disadvantage natural 1 for a total of 7. That
Yeah,
definitely
doesn't hit.
misses.
Should have done
As
my
you
other
kinda
thing.
whip and it zooms out of the way and comes back down.
And then I'll use my movement to like just kind of go to the other side. I've been seeing this thing, shoot breath out of its mouth, so I don't want to be lined up with Golgosh. So I just kind of move around the outside of the steam thingy, and that's it.
You just got in the way
Alrighty.
of what I was gonna do with my crossbow. But
I should
okay.
have said something.
I got
Yeah,
Eldritch
that's my turn.
Blast.
All right, Golgosh, you are up.
Okay.
Stick Golgosh, blast it.
Okay. Yeah.
That kills me every time.
Eldritch
Alright.
Blast.
Eldritch Blast him, do it.
I did target somebody. Oh, I targeted you.
Oh no.
Whoops, blasts L away. All right, ooh, for
Yep.
24. Holy moly, that definitely hits.
Yeah.
All right, roll for damage.
Yes, sirree. Click that damage button there in the chat for me. Perfect. For
7. Yeah.
7 force damage, yeah,
Good
as you
stuff.
blast into this thing, you're crackling energy, catching it, and it kind of forms in and then kind of lets out a little hiss. But yeah, you heard it, definitely.
Okay. Was that my action or my bonus action?
So Eldritch Blast is an action, yes.
Okay, so.
Oh, and you want to do the fire? Oh, the fire damage doesn't do anything anyway.
Oh yeah. +2.
Yeah, so 0 since it's immune to fire. But
Might as well do it anyhow.
yeah. You know, you try to burn it.
Just
you
for the
see
cinematic.
it seems to get a little cozier. It almost looks friendly for a second there, as it feels the warmth of the flames, reminding it of the elemental plane. All right.
Don't heal it. Heal it.
Do I have like a bonus action I can use right now? I don't think so, actually.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
Okay, well, I'm gonna run this way so I can keep an eye on it. And I think that ends my turn.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. So next up is the final Fume Drake. Let me roll this little die here to see what happens. All right, okay. So, yeah, this thing kind of like, it's been like spinning around this time, and it like spins around and sees you, El, and it is going to try to bite you.
What? No.
As it rolls a natural 1 for a total of 5, it goes for the bite, but El, you kind of like smack it back with your staff, like, oh, stop it, young man, kind of thing. And yeah, it's like kind of lets out a hiss and looks confused, but that is all it can do. Derry, you are up.
Yeah. So as Derry saw Golgosh add the fire to his Eldritch Blast, he's gonna shout down the beach, "Is that cathartic for you?" Knowing that it does nothing.
I really just like fire.
And
the more fire, the better.
and imagining that his companions have got it before the Fume Drake can do anything else, can Derry just take the search action? And I want to ask the question to you, Meyore, about why the one that I killed with Shocking Grasp didn't explode, and the one that Koos killed with his arrow did.
All right,
I don't know if I need to check for that, or yeah.
That, yeah, so, you know, you think about that, and then you just hear this voice in your head that's like, sometimes things can just be so forgetful, can't they? But yes, from your discerning, it just doesn't quite make sense why that wouldn't have happened.
And hearing that voice, Derry mutters very quietly to it. So you're telling me that I'm just lucky because the universe forgot?
Oh,
I'll take it.
Happens more than you think.
I'll take it. Yep, and that'll be Derry's whole turn. He's done.
All right, awesome. Koos, you are up.
No attack, nothing. Like.
Well, the search is an action, so.
Yeah, I can't
Fair.
attack and search unless I have a bonus action for it.
Stand clear, El. Stand clear. It's gonna explode on you. Things are full of gas. Gas.
Okay. Just try to cure it.
It's still showing me it as my turn, Meyore.
Oh, for me it shows.
Yeah,
him
it
as-
says Koos on everybody else's, I think. So you might need a refresh or something.
No, we're good. We're good. It just
All right.
refreshed.
Are you firing your bow, Koos?
Have we injured this thing at all?
It
It
got
is-
Eldritch blasted. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, it's
Which
badly
fucking
injured.
It didn't matter.
Oh, it is. Yeah, then I'm gonna go bow.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, it's
It's
fine.
target.
You targeted yourself, but it's all good. That definitely hits. So just roll the damage. Yeah. All right, for 6 piercing as you fire down on this guy.
Take a
you
splinter, Brad.
hit
Take
the
a
smoke.
splinter.
And it definitely looks worse for wear now. It's getting
How
near.
is this thing not dead?
Because there were 3 of them.
Yes, I understand that.
All right. Anything else, Koos?
That's all. That's me. That's it.
All right, Elle, you are up. This thing is right in front of you and not looking too great.
This time I'm just gonna try and smack with the quarterstaff.
All right, go for it. Smack him.
Hey.
Are you smacking it? Are you smacking it with the 2 hands? You got like both in there, or?
Since I don't have anything else, yeah. I mean, I figure I do most of my attacks two-handed.
Yeah. So just hit the versatile button then.
Yes.
6
Ooh.
bludgeoning.
So Grizz, you've just had enough with this thing.
I'm sick of your shit.
Boom! Bring it down. So it will die, but it also will explode. So let's. Oh shoot! Hold on. Bring you back for a second. Necromancy. All right. So this thing is going to explode as you bring it down. Let's see if you are able to hold your breath. Nice and easy. So give me that save on the Constitution.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
6.
no!
You get blasted.
You bring it down, like you said. It just crushes this thing, but it immediately explodes, like shoots out its mouth as you kind of like hit it in the back, like it coughs up the smoke as it dies, and you take 5 poison damage.
I'll be man.
And this thing dies, and that ends the combat. As these drakes, you don't see anything else coming.
I fly down to L. I'm flying down to L. L, you okay? Are you okay, Brad?
I've had better days, but I'll be okay.
Here, you want this? I have this potion, Brad. I have this potion.
This is a perfect opportunity to test the spring's healing capabilities we heard so much about.
Brad, are you sure?
Let me try this.
These things might have peed in the water. Brad?
I chug back
things
this
might be the
spring
pee in the
water
water.
to see if it does anything.
I completely unveil and I just jump into the water.
All right. Yeah. Who's all jumping in? L.
I'm trying to drink the water first.
No, he's drinking the water.
What's the
I'm
drink?
jumping
What's
in.
the drink to?
All right. So yeah, you take a swig of this water, L, and it is good water. I mean, you feel not as parched as you were before, but other than that, it's just good water. And Golgosh hops in, and is anyone else hopping in with him?
I mean,
I'm also heating up the water a little bit more.
Oh yeah,
as I jump in.
Go for it. Yeah. Go ahead, Derry.
I want to know if these springs have any natural component to them, or if it's just purely magical.
Okay, yeah. So, how are you going to investigate that?
Well, knowing that the flame drakes are immune to fire, I assume that there's some kind of fire elemental sort of creature.
Mhm.
So I'm approaching it from like are they the reasons that the water is hot kind of thing?
Yeah. Okay. Here, give me a nature check. I feel like that seems fair. Let me. Yeah, nature. Okay, there we go.
Woo! Hey,
All right. Oh my
That's
God, a
right.
natural 20. Holy moly. Yeah, Derry,
I'm one with the universe tonight.
as you kind of approach these ponds and get a better look at them, you kind of look down below and you do see that like the water is like, you can kind of look deeper and you do see a bit of a bubbling down from a crack below the surface. that you do see that possibly some sort of gas is probably coming out, definitely warm, that's heating this up. But then also as you stand here, you get a somewhat similar sensation now that the heat of battle has left you guys. Anyone that's near these ponds, you kind of get a similar sensation that you got when you were at the temple, when Runara had explained that Astelagan had died there, the dragon, and that was possibly the source of you guys feeling this calm while you were there. You don't necessarily feel like that same sort of calmness here, but you feel you feel energized.
Is it just me, or does these pools, are they shaped like a dragon? Are they shaped like a dragon? Anybody feel that?
But yeah, so you get that, and as Golgosh sits there for about 10 minutes in the water, feeling nice and warm. Oh, sorry, I forgot to end the combat. My bad. Y'all can all move. I'm an idiot. Yeah, so as you sit there, Golgosh, you can roll me one of your hit die for free.
I wanted to.
Okay, it's that in the chat.
So you can roll your hit die by... You know, it's funny. I don't think I've ever actually had my players use their hit die yet. So...
Am I about to be taken underwater by a giant
I think you're going to recover some hit points, bro.
You are about to be taken by a squid now. Yeah, so...
Comes the Kraken!
As far as I can tell, I guess you just use the short rest button because I don't actually see the hit die here for whatever reason. So yeah, we'll just do the little short rest. Oh, here I don't have to do the short rest. It's just the hit die is hidden under there. Okay,
I didn't want to interrupt, but could I have been in there too?
Yes. Anyone who wanted to climb in, and as you know, Darius investigating this, Golgosh is in. Anyone who hops in can now roll your hit die. So the way you do that is you go to where that bed is under your character, where the short rest is, and then you don't actually do the rest, you just hit the roll button because it'll show you the hit die there.
Can we just take a short rest here anyways?
Yes, you could. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm down for just the short rest.
Yeah, so you all get a hit die for free from the pools, and if you want to use more from the short rest, you're good too.
How does it feel? How does the water feel? Looks like it's boiling around Golgosh.
Oh my!
It's quite warm.
I got one, too.
Well, so
apparently they're not that healing.
If we get a free hit die, can I roll like a second hit die for?
Yeah. Let me. I'll just put everyone back to one that rolled one. Yeah, Golgosh, you can roll another for the short rest. Yeah, let me just put that back to one for everyone.
Oh, I got a 2 now. Good.
There you go.
All
There
right,
you go.
thanks. There's my one.
Another one.
All right. Yep.
All right, Goose, were you relaxing in the waters or taking advantage of the rest?
Oh wait.
Yeah,
hang
so
on.
for RP purposes, I'm not going to be just jumping into the water unless I can notice something going on. So I'm asking, Brett, how's the water? Looks like it's boiling. Looks like it's boiling around Golgosh, Brett.
It's quite warm.
Yeah, you should come in. I heated it up just a little bit for all of us.
Oh, and I can't get this into the chat, Meyore, but I'm going to use Arcane Recovery to get that spell slot back.
Oh yeah.
You feel better? You feel better, Brett?
I
don't
feel
know.
a little bit
Yeah,
better.
0.
I feel good as new. It's like,
Well,
man,
that's good for you.
this is great on my joints.
All right, Grizz is giving me a little bit of something, so I guess that's enough for me to RP and get in the water for a short rest. I wasn't there for the whole conversation of what this water does, so all I see is these dudes jumping and getting in water, and I'm like, what are you guys doing, dude? So,
Hey, Koos,
yeah,
can you still
trying to pull a
fly
little bit?
when you-
Trying to pull a little bit out of him here.
When you've got those wet wings, is that still Can you still fly?
Yeah, I'm gonna get in the water like a duck. Just gonna put my wings back, just kind of like paddle my talons.
Just like my little bird bath outside of my cabin in the woods. Those birdies and this.
Okay, but on a real note, I need to go to the bathroom really bad. Can we take a break?
Yeah, let's take a short break because they all short rest. So we'll be
Did
right
we take
back.
one?
All right, welcome back, everyone. We rested up in the pools and had our own little rest. So let's get right back to it. What is happening, fellows?
Once my rest is done, I want to get out of the pool, and I start to set up a ritual, like, for detect magic.
Okay.
So it's gonna take me like 10 minutes. I start setting up, whatever candles or whatever crap you have to set up for detect magic, and yeah, I mean, once the 10 minutes are up, let me know. And I'm sorry, something stuck in the back of my throat. I want to see what type of magic this pool might be giving off, if any.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's like a source to it, maybe, like, is it like, oh, there's a rock at the bottom of the pool, or if it's just the water in general.
Gotcha. All right, so
So
as he begins the incantations, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I walk out of my area, I put my clothes back on, and I listen to what's happening with Grizz. With Al.
All right. I like ritual casting. Can you like get out occasional thing, or that's like a pretty focused activity, right?
Yeah, I think it's fairly involved, I would assume. Or like chanting.
Yeah, you look down at Elle and she's mumbling, doing stuff with her hands, getting all sorts of things ready on the ground.
I feel like I have, for some reason now, I just pictured like a chain with like the incense like ball at the bottom, and I'm like burning an incense, and I'm going like this, trying to like detect out the magic and find it.
There you go. Alrighty. Okay, so while he finishes up his ritual, is anyone else doing anything else?
Darius
Yes.
just gonna turn around. Kind of looks like she's trying to figure out
BK.
the same thing as me.
I kind of want to. I'm wondering, as Golgosh, why are there no people here? Like, feels like this should be a place that people would be honoring, but they're not.
You saying that out loud?
There's nobody here. It's just us and everything we killed. It's kind of, I say it out loud, but it's like mostly in my mind. I don't know who could hear me at that point. I don't know proximity right now.
I mean, I don't know. There's people like pretty darn close to you. Darius pretty close. Are you like barely whispering this, or just kind of under your breath?
I'm gonna walk over to Derry and say that.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, Derry, you hear that?
Well, maybe it has something to do with being this haunted isle in the middle of nowhere.
But why would they not know about it? The issues down here.
They're probably self-contained to the area. I wouldn't know, but kind of looks like people give this island a wide berth for a reason.
Can I want to look around and see if there's anything going on like in any of the caverns down here.
Okay, yeah, so as you start walking further in to check on things, Elle, your spell pops off. So, similar to the temple, coming from the pools, you see kind of this general aura or surrounding almost this entire site. You do see that thing that it almost seems confused with necromantic, but it's just this life-altering energy. This seems benevolent, like the last site that you investigated. You also do get pings off of the mushrooms, and I would say that the mushrooms are giving off a vibe of abjuration magic.
Abjuration. What's abjuration do again?
What is abjuration?
I think that's another word.
Magic.
It's like shield
Spells and
magic
buffs and things like that.
yeah.
I thought it was another word for hallucination.
You said defensive spells and stuff?
Yeah, like shield.
That's the closest thing I could,
And off the-
wait.
Okay, I don't think we should give Koos hallucination magic, considering that he's the one that's looking above us.
I don't
I'll
know.
kind of work my way over. So the pool didn't like ping something specific, just like the temple statue didn't.
So I would say, sorry. So there is the aura that you get that doesn't necessarily ping anything specifically, but also from the little fissure that you can see in the pond, you barely feel it. It's so faint, but you do kind of get, I would say the closest school you could relate it to is not abjuration. I just said that. I meant evocation. But yeah, it's almost seems natural, but there is a magical like piece of it. Yeah.
Interesting. Huh.
Okay, so when we first started, so going back 10 minutes, before this spell went off, can I let you know what Koos is doing?
Oh shoot! Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. I want to go retrieve some arrows, if there are any arrows to retrieve for my inventory, and then as they're doing this spell, I want to work on my backpack.
Ah, yes. You find half the arrows you spent, and you are able to work on that backpack.
I yell out, Koos, would you please my crossbow bolts?
Asking him to find your crossbow.
Crossbow, got it.
Oh my god.
What do I look like? A retriever? I'm a bird.
That's why you're the best to get the damn things.
How do I, Mr. DM? How do I add arrows into my inventory here? I'm on the short bow.
Yeah. So with that, you, oh, hold on a second. Oh, okay. So go to consumables where it shows your arrows further below, like below weapons. And then you just can type in that little number in parentheses. Or you might be able to. I'm not sure if that's a DM only privilege or not, but
I think it's only one crossbow bolt. But I want it.
So were you able to change it, Koos?
I'm working.
You good?
See arrows. Yep. Okay. So half that I used. What did I use? 2, 3.
Looks
Yeah,
like. Yeah, I see 1 and 2 and yeah,
sorry
the
to
one at the
bore
beginning.
everybody.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, so I think it was I believe it was 3. Yeah.
All right. So round down or up?
All round up. You can have your
All right.
2 arrows and
Done.
you can have his 1 crossbow bolt if you come across it. see it wedged in like a mushroom across the room.
Okay. Here's your found your arrow. Here you go. Here you go.
You are a wonderful person. Thank you.
Aarakocra. Okay. And then I'm gonna
Eric
just
Cochran.
work on my
You're a wonderful Eric
that's
Cochran.
Kokra. That's Aarakocra. Okay, not Aarakocra.
Okay, do we want to get into an argument about this right now? It's Aarakocra. I
I don't
get
know who
it.
you're calling a cock.
I just want my crossbow bolt.
All right, you should have your crossbow bolt. Oh gosh. Ah, that's too
Great.
funny. All right. Here, let me just change that for you. All right, cool.
And
yeah.
once my
Go ahead.
spell's done, I'm collecting mushrooms.
Okay.
Putting them in my herbalism kit.
So as you go to grab the mushroom,
Uh-oh.
let me have you give me a no, don't worry. Let me have you give me a nature check.
Ooh, not great.
Two.
Two.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I mean they're
So
magic
this will either
mushrooms,
kill
man.
us or not.
Magic mushrooms. But I did detect magic on them already, so I have some more idea.
Yeah. You get that these at least bare minimum would be beneficial mushrooms. They would
Yeah.
help you in some way.
Some sort of defensive properties.
Yeah. And then if anyone else wants to investigate anything around here, oh yeah, I know Gogosh said you were looking further in the caves. Further in the caves, Gogosh, you find rocks and mushrooms, and also just looks like the source of the spring coming from the back, just a small stream coming out of the rocks. Can't really fit in there, it doesn't look like. But yeah, natural spring in this little cove.
All right. Well, I collect the mushrooms.
All right, so let me have you give me a nature check to see if you recognize anything about these mushrooms. All right. Oh, you know, these are mushrooms that are glowing a little bit. Mushrooms are usually good.
That's not true at all, but okay. What was that? That was a 3 plus
That was a
so
13 plus
13.
1.
I got a 14.
Yep. Not quite there, unfortunately. Surprisingly high check for this one, I guess. All right. But yeah, oh, hold on. Sorry. For gathering mushrooms, there's not quite as many as there appear to be. Let me just double check some aesthetics.
Yes,
So
I would like to know how many mushrooms I'm collecting.
there are 3 mushrooms that look right for picking. Everything else looks a bit too small, like it might not benefit you as well.
How many did I get?
Since you started picking first, we'll say you got 2 and Gogosh got 1.
Oh, okay.
I got 1?
Yep, there was only 3 ready at the moment. The others
Okay.
looked like they weren't quite ripe enough.
So I'm
All right,
just
I take it and put it in, my backpack or whatever I have.
All right.
so there's not like a way to like add a custom item in this, is there? I don't see one.
So for that,
Or is there a specific item this is?
you guys, okay, let me just check with you. So below your items, right? Below each one, like when each little group, right? So like, let's say you're looking at the weapons group.
Yep.
At the bottom of that list, do you see an add in a search bar button?
There's a search bar at the top, but there's no add button that I can see.
Okay, so that must be me as a DM then. Okay, I will just add magic mushrooms to you guys then.
Cool. No need to rush to do it
So
now.
I,
It's just
so I just got a magic mushroom or a normal one?
You got well, you don't necessarily know that it's magic, I guess, because Al didn't say anything about it, but
Can I do an Arcana check?
so you don't have detect magic like she does, and your nature check was more you investigating the nature of this. So I would say no.
Okay.
Because hers is an actual spell that she casts to do that.
So, Derry's still sitting at the edge of the hot spring with his feet in the water. And he looks over at Elle doing this ritual. And he just kind of says to himself, "She found something, didn't she?"
Oh, yes. I wonder why she hasn't shared anything.
Could I walk over to Derry and give him the mushroom that I got for an Arcana check?
Yeah, you could give it to him, but I would have him do a. I mean, unless he wants to do a detect magic, but I would also, Darius Golgosh hands you this. I would just have you do a nature check for me.
Why are you handing this to me?
Because I couldn't figure what the heck this did. If this is like edible or not, poison or not, part of a potion
man.
Nat
that
one,
could
baby.
be poison or not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
looks like
So-
a mushroom to you, Derry, but you also know something sus with L.
I'm gonna come
Yeah.
over here in all this commotion.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Yes, hand that to me. That's quite a poisonous mushroom.
You know something we don't, Al.
Yeah, that's thing I was doing. I was casting a spell to sense the magic properties of this place, and well, these mushrooms gave off some very nasty magic. It's not.
They're magic.
I have a little pouch I keep these sort of things in for safety. If you'll give that to me.
Right.
What do
So-
you need? What do you need of a?
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say, Derry?
Could would identify tell me anything more about these? Or would that just be for other things? Because I could ritual cast that.
So you have identify, which is. Yeah, I mean, that looks like it would work. I mean, you learn its properties and how to use them and whether it requires attunement or not. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna because I rolled so low on the nature check, but since Elle told me they were magical.
Yes. And also at the bottom of that pool, there was something deep below. It's some sort of evocation magics.
Oh, whoops.
I see you. It looks like
Evocation.
yes. It seems more of a mystery to me. So if you're doing anything special, that might be the place to look.
Is there anything else? The mushrooms and those fissures down there?
The fissures.
All the creatures dissipated. So at this point, I think we actually go for our mission.
And the storm was conjured. And here, there's evocation. There's a lot of different stuff going on this island.
Yes.
And I'm gonna walk down the beach with the mushroom, and I will start ritual casting Identify.
Son of a gun.
Alrighty. Hey, this works out for y'all, honestly. So is anyone doing anything while he ritual cast that?
I'm sorry, Elle.
Yeah, I'm weaving a backpack.
Still weaving? Okay. And
Still
then L and
Did-
Golga.
have you perched? Have you perched?
I'm just hanging out there by the water, listening to you guys argue.
Can I help you?
I have
Keep
no.
that
I'm not a
together.
I'm not a magic guy, and my intelligence is way. So you guys are just speaking a different language.
No, but can I help weave the basket?
Can you help me weave? You want to learn how? Bruh, you want to learn how to weave? You want to learn how to weave? Golgosh, bruh, I can teach you how to weave.
I do. You know, every single skill that you acquire in this world will be useful at some point in your life. And that
You
is
are
one-
very smart. Good. You could
I had
spend
not
time
done
at the monastery with an attitude like that.
Not
your cup
that.
must not be your cup must not be full. You can still learn. Come. Sit next to me, Breck.
I'm gonna go over, sit next to him, and start watching him weave this basket for Al.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is first you go like this, over, under, and then I'm gonna remove it and hand it to him so that he can do the over under.
Oh, how
And Derry is
sweet.
also over-undering because we've
Ho, ho, ho.
like,
I see you.
someone
I
say
got
we?
you.
Mm,
We got a
practicing.
lore guy over here. Okay. Yeah, here for shoots and giggles, Golgosh, give me a dexterity check.
Oh, come on.
You always got to roll for it. Always got to roll in D&D.
It's gonna
You can
nat
only-
one
you can-
destroy the whole thing.
You can only do what the
crumbles in
dice
your-
allow.
Oh man.
I don't have dexterity. Hold on, what is dexterity?
So dexterity is just your base stat, so you can just click dex on your character sheet, or you can just click the dice in the chat.
I'm just gonna click the dice in the chat.
All right.
Oh, that
So
was trash.
I mean, it's not terrible. It's not great. You know, you kind of up, over, no, over again, up. You kind of not quite exactly how Koos taught you, but you don't make it any worse necessarily.
I turn to Koos.
Great
And I
job.
say, I understand that was trash. I just need to continue to learn. Will you teach me?
Right, you're doing fantastic. You're doing fantastic. Continue.
I am
Be patient.
I am quite literally not doing fantastic.
Be patient. Be patient and be sure of yourself. Be sure of yourself and your movements as you are in battle. Back.
Okay. Well,
All
I guess I just sit there practicing.
Yes, you continue to practice with Koos's guidance, like a wonderful student. And as you continue to do that, Derry,
literally
your
a dick.
spell will pop off. And I'm trying to remember, there's not even, like, identify doesn't fail or have any checks or anything, it just works. Okay, so, yeah, so, oh, hold on a second. Do you have a pearl?
Oh yeah, that's
Somebody
right.
have a pearl?
Oh, that's right. It
I
costs
It has a
forgot
gold
about
cost,
the
yeah.
material component. Wait a second.
A pearl worth at least 100 gold and an owl feather. So if it has a gold cost, it can't be waved away with a focus, unfortunately. Or component pouch.
I live to lie another day.
And then with this whole thing, if anyone gets the idea maybe that someone's not being honest with them, we could do a contested insight and deception check, just so people know in the future.
That seems like somebody is dishonest with us right now.
But yeah,
I'm just an
so
old
everyone knows.
lady. You cast a magic
Gary's got
spell.
no idea
not us.
Ella's hiding anything.
Them.
Yeah,
So-
you just hear, oh, see, what did I say about forgetting things?
Drat.
All right, everyone.
I did all this setup and everything. Oh, the pearl, the pearl, the pearl.
That's-
And then I turn around and I chuck the mushroom back at Elle. I'm like, yeah.
Fumble catch it. Put it in my pouch.
Nice.
It's time for us to go to the
No.
cave.
Make him do a dexterity check.
Here, Elle, for fairness sake, give me a dexterity check.
You know what's funny is so
Going in the water.
looking at the like character sheet. So I see the skills, but there's not like the saves. That's kind of weird.
Oh, the saves are so see how right below, like for example, your dex is 14 and then you see +2/+2.
Oh, those are the saves.
So
Sort of-
yeah, the
wait.
one on the left is just your modifier for your dex, and the one on the right is your save modifier.
Oh wait, no, I guess I don't
So-
see.
On your
Uh,
character sheet.
yeah. So okay, so you see dex and you see 14, right?
Yeah.
And you see 2/2s.
I
So if you
didn't- I
hover,
didn't
if you
see-
hover
Oh,
your
it says
mouse,
save.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it now.
Yeah.
Got it. 9.
All right. So yeah, it kind of falls short. Darius, had to stretch the arm a little bit. Didn't quite get it over there. You try to grab it, but it kind of hits the floor.
I fall on my stomach, trying to dive for it.
I run over to Elle to make sure she's okay.
My back.
All right.
Gary has no idea Elle fell. He's just clutching his head. Oh.
My hip.
You told me to sell the pearl. You said it would be okay. Oh,
oh lordy. All right.
Where are we selling this stuff again?
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh no!
I knew it was coming.
Because I feel like at this point we should hit the other like tunnel.
Oh, the other cave? Yes,
Yeah.
you are very much so free to start heading to the other cave.
Stand by. So, between that short rest when we were out of the water and then the spell, the 10 minutes, I only needed 30 more minutes for this backpack. So, am I done?
Yeah, I would say you're
can wait.
fine.
We can wait.
Yep.
30 minutes.
Good.
No,
I want to be
yeah,
sure.
He's.
Good. I want to be sure that on the seat of this backpack, that I hang one of my trophies, some courage on the underside of that.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yes. It's a courageous backpack to help you make wise decisions.
Just one of your trophies, or like multiple?
Yeah, just one of them. Yeah, just one. And yeah, I'm gonna give it to Golgosh. Here you are, Golgosh. This might help you with to lighten the load on L. And it'll keep your hands free for battle.
Do not want this. But I'll take it.
Yes, you take this contraption that Koos has weaved. Simple enough to probably figure how you would use it to strap L to your back a little more securely, so you might not always have to use your hands.
Oh, that was not what I was thinking about.
But yeah, so you have it now. It is up to your decision to use it or not. But so are we heading to the boat?
I think it's up to L. No, I think we need to go to the other cavern.
What other cavern?
There's one right across the way. We ignored, right?
We have to go around
No, y'all have to. So to go to the other cave, you have to go around the island a little more. It's on the western side of the island, whereas y'all are still kind of right in the middle.
Okay. So where's the boat?
Oh, y'all parked it on shore right there.
Yeah. Let's go to the boat.
One of these has got to have a pearl in them.
By the way,
Here. Roll me a D100, Derry. Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
That's
we did not find any
94.
usable pearls in the clan. I wanted a 10 or below.
Al, if you don't mind, I would really appreciate if you put cure wounds on me.
Were you not healed enough in the pools?
Apparently not, according to the DM.
Yeah, that's something that sucks about having a negative con mod.
Your token.
Oh, he's on the boat right now.
Oh, he's under me.
Oh, yeah, he's right on top of you.
Because I have like, well, I'm not gonna do it I have like half health right now.
Some might say you're feeling a 4 out of 7. On a scale of 7, you're a 4.
Gosh.
I would have.
Sometimes it's best to let the pain settle in to your joints, and it'll make you hardier. I will.
You are the worst fucking cleric ever.
I'm not a cleric.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a druid.
You're still the worst druid ever.
if you
You have not. You have now not healed me twice.
you have to understand, I can only do it so much in a day, and if we get into a fight and one of you were to go down and die, I wouldn't be able to save you.
It's gonna be me, because I'm not fucking healed.
Yeah.
Classic tank healer
Gosh,
problems.
let it go.
I will not be able to heal you later when you if you pass out.
Oh, good thing I have this
It's
healing
strategy. All right. If you must complain, I will heal you, but it's not smart.
No. I've got a healing potion.
No, it's too late.
You're what?
I heal you for 12 HP.
Yeah, restoring Golgosh to perfect health. The whole 3 HP he was missing. All right.
Can't believe you waited that long to heal me.
Give me your healing potion.
I will give you my healing potion.
Oh, good.
Who do I want to trade with?
L, which is Grizlocke. Oh, you can also just drag the token, I guess? Oh,
Yeah,
pick selected
tiles.
token, yeah. So you click on them, and then you do the request trade, and then there's a pick selected token button.
Ooh, this is neat. I like this.
I thought it was pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Oh, I can spectate the trade, apparently.
So can I.
I don't think you put anything in there, did you?
There was no option for me to put anything in.
Oh, so now what you can do, Golgosh, is you just drag it off your character sheet onto this, I think.
He's already accepted, so I don't know if he can add anything.
Oh, can you unclick it, maybe?
Can I unclick this? Yes, I can.
Oh, there you go. Now you should be able to drag the healing potion into that square.
It's like, oh, it takes me back to my RuneScape days.
Yeah, I know, right? Now I'm gonna go drag you into the wilds and slaughter you. Yeah, kid, there's a really good treasure over this way. Come on, follow me.
Just cross this fence.
I don't really know which of these would allow me to give you that.
Here, fam. I gotcha.
Like, is there a way to just do it yourself?
Yeah, I got it. If you just want to confirm there, I dragged it for you.
Okay,
Yeah,
accept.
it's not on the screen for me, but we'll see if I get it.
Completed it. Let's see.
Yeah, there was nothing there for me. I didn't get it. It's very weird.
Oh, strange. Okay, well, here, I can just do this then.
Yeah.
What a bing, what a boom, draggy. Here we go. And I'll test that a little later.
Good trade. Good trade. A good trade made is a team save.
That's very catchy.
As we begin to sail away from this cave. All right, so let's see here. It's about 10 in the morning right now as we begin to keep on heading around this island.
Question.
Yeah?
Do we have a short rest between getting on the boat and not?
Oh, so yes, you did, I believe, because you all sat there after. Because yeah, you even rolled your 2 hit dice. Yeah, you definitely rested. Yeah.
Just want to make sure that we're rested.
Yeah. So you guys begin to make your way around the island. You know, in the distance, you see the large southern peak in the center of the island. To the north, you can kind of see the grouping of small miniature islands and sharp rocks. You do kind of see some ships off in the distance, but it's not close. As you begin to continue making your way around the island, and about 2 hours later, you come upon what looks to be a cave in roughly the area that my boy Tarak was pointing out on the map.
So it is 12:30 in the afternoon?
Yes, so it should be low tide as you guys come into this place. Perfect timing. So go ahead.
Your Ed, I think your mic is loose or something. It's giving that feedback again. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't fully like in.
Yeah. You're good now.
Okay, so let me just activate this for everyone as we get over here.
This, like video, like you look like I have like a scar across my face right here. Which I don't. It's just the shadow of my.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Okay, so let me activate that. And here we are. You guys see the opening of a cave in the distance. And so, you know, they're not going to make two maps for high and low tide. So basically, you see there are some stone steps about 5 foot wide along this edge.
Alright, let me. Is there a way for me to
Off we go.
make this more lit?
It's a lit fan.
Oh, sorry, hold on. Yeah, that was let me just uncheck that for now. Okay. So yeah, still pretty bright day outside, but you would see that it's a little bit darker in the cave. But so let me give you this a little bit. So as you guys approach, which you were approaching at sea level, you see a cliff of dark gray stone that towers 200 feet above the crashing waves, which rush in and out of a yawning cave mouth. A swirling slick of colors dances on the water's surface emanating from the cave. So do you guys head in? Are you kind of like just tying off the boat anywhere you can, like on a stray rock, like outside the cave? Or are you like riding this all the way in?
Goose, I think you should take. Goose, I think you should take a flight just to see if there's any gods above.
Yeah, I'm in the air, so I moved 20 feet in the air as I flew over here. And how high up does this cave entrance go?
Okay, so the cave entrance does appear to be 20 feet high. But the cliff that it's a part of is 200 feet high.
All right, I'll be right back. Be patient. Be patient.
Is there any way I can like attach my minor illusion to him?
How are you going to illusion him into something?
Yeah, well, no, I'm not illusioning him. I just am going to bring him with an illusion in case he needs to drop it somewhere for distraction.
Wait. So you're making an illusion that he would carry? Sorry, I'm just trying to understand that better.
I'm also trying to figure it out.
You're good.
Because I haven't used that yet, so I feel like. Nah, I don't think it's relevant actually. So we'll ignore it.
Okay, yeah, whatever you want to do, because basically, like, you can create an illusion of anything that's no bigger than a 5-foot cube. So theoretically, I would assume, could you not? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, Grizz. Could you minor illusion something over someone? Like, can you? Or am I thinking of a different spell that's like an actual spell? Because I know that like the sky's self exists, so I don't want to like accidentally invalidate it.
I could distract anybody that we might see by being underneath Koos's flying body. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it makes sense for me to do this?
Oh, so a minor illusion, it would get messed up if something was passing through it, so I think that might be a problem if you were trying to cast it on someone.
Never mind then.
Yeah, I think the way minor illusion.
No, I don't think it.
Yeah.
I don't think it would benefit us.
But that is good thinking. Keep that in mind, because you can
Yeah.
definitely use that at some point.
The fine print of a lot of the illusions.
I've been trying to use some of my other abilities.
Oh yeah,
Just
of
to-
course. So, Koos, you fly high in the sky, 200 feet, and you reach the top of this cliff. And I mean, you do see a rocky cliff face and trees in the distance, but doesn't really look like anything is up here. But you do see, as I apologize, as you fly the sides, the stairs that could have been taken from above down to this place.
Okay, I'm gonna fly down and let everybody know. Brack, nothing up there. We don't see anything up there. No danger. Brack.
That's good.
Yeah.
It sounds
Good to
like
know.
these mushroom folk are supposed to be friendly anyway, so...
Is there something we should do with the boat to hide it? Do you guys think?
I think it'll be alright.
Okay.
I mean, if it's not, we walk back. No big
I
deal.
think you could swim. You swim really good, Golgosh. You swim great, Brack.
Yes, I would be able to save some people like I did before.
But
Okay.
hopefully we don't.
So
end
where
up in
where
that
are we
situation anymore,
moving?
So.
By the way, I'm gonna try and just like sleight of hand, take one of those mushrooms out and pop it in my mouth and eat it.
Okay.
Are you trying to hide it from me, or
Yeah.
Here, so we'll have Elle do sleight of hand, and then anyone else who wants to do perception can see if
Oh,
they see
it was
him eat
almost an 18.
it.
Might as well do perception.
All right. Derry sees it. Who sees it?
You got a +2 on deception.
Brett,
So.
what are you eating? What are you eating? Brett, you got some snacks?
Perception.
You brought snacks?
Oh,
Wait a
God.
second.
That's just one of the other mushrooms I keep in my pouch. Different one.
Oh my God! A fourth natural 20
fourth.
on Golgosh?
Actually,
Jesus.
Meyore, I think it's you. I think your mic is like loose or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
what's
it's
happening?
Meyore.
You keep coming in like staticky robot-y a little bit.
Oh really? Maybe I accidentally turned on my.
It doesn't get over the fact that I just threw another natural 12 or 20.
20, yeah.
Now you just have to do it in
You got Zorag
battle.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he does. Is that any better? Or does it still sound like it?
You sound good.
Sounds okay
Sound
for
good.
now.
Okay, yeah, I guess I probably laughing must have smacked my gain wheel up. Okay.
Okay, so can I tell? Can I tell that Hexelvex is trying to tell a little old lady fib?
So, so what did you say to Koos, L?
Oh, it's just I'm just eating my mushroom snacks that I carry.
Yeah, so I mean, if you want to check it, Koos, you
can
can
test
insight
it.
versus her
Deception.
deception.
insight?
No, we're still getting that feedback.
It might
I'm
be
not getting-
some
I'm not getting
Discord
feedback,
codec
but-
thing.
17, let's go.
We're at 20.
Okay, so
Here we go.
let's see
Oh,
here.
we
my
tied.
God.
Oh my god.
If it meets, it
So
beats.
in a contested tie, though, is like
Oh, but
at least
for
for like
this-
when you talk about grapples and things, the situation doesn't change from what it does before.
Oh,
So, like, I mean, I guess in that scenario, I would say that you understand that that is what she is telling you. Whether you can discern if it is the truth or not, you are unsure.
Maybe I'm eating the
Good
wrong
job.
mushrooms. Maybe I do
That-
think I'm eating
yeah.
my other mushrooms, but I'm eating the poison ones.
What do
wait a
I
second.
get from the 20 nat?
Did it?
You are natural 20. You saw her definitely eat the mushroom that she picked earlier. So
That's
L,
what I get for a 20?
Yeah.
I mean, for things like this, there's only so much you can do. um, so L, as you eat this thing, you feel magical effect take away right away, and you feel it in your lungs. You feel as you like go to take a breath, and then you go back in, but then you go to take another just as like a natural being, but you feel like you don't need to. Kind of almost pause, like, wait, why do I not have to take another breath? As you have just eaten a mushroom that makes you not need to breathe for an
Nice.
hour.
Nice.
Wow, that's great.
Okay.
Awesome. I'm going to
Jump in the water.
also I'm going to like take a cloth and just tie it around my face, with, like my nose, my mouth, because they said there's like spores in here. And I'm gonna do my best not to breathe while in this location.
Okay.
Don't have to breathe.
I know, but I'm like gonna, I feel like it's kind of inherent that you like would try to breathe. So
Okay, so let me describe this a little bit as you guys walk in here, right?
Brack, why
Hello.
are you eating snack? You're eating snacks? I was short on breakfast. I was short on breakfast, Brack. Why are you
Oh.
covering your face? Are you a ninja? Are you a ninja? Are you a ninja? Brack, Brack?
no, man.
I think we've only ate like twice since we started on this ship.
The man at
But maybe not.
at the town we were at, the little kobold place, he said that there's spores in here, and I didn't want to breathe those in. I mean, I only have so much life left in me.
Brack, smart, very smart, Brack. I'm gonna follow suit and cover my face. If you have any beef jerky with those mushrooms, Brack, I'd like to snack. I like snacks.
That does sound good. Hold on. Well,
L have a mushroom. L have a mushroom. Brack.
let me see. in here.
I think I got one mushroom.
I have an herbalism kit. Do I have normal mushrooms in here?
I would say yes. I mean,
I'm gonna take a normal mushroom and give it to Goose.
Oh my god. Oh my lord.
Yeah, thank you, Brack.
Welcome.
So
I feel like
as you
my bird voice is little old lady-ish, just like yours.
Oh yeah, I feel like sometimes I'm losing, like I'm going toward the bird.
Got some crossover.
Yeah.
we're all
Sorry,
blending.
keep going. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm putting the ninja mask on, and I'm definitely gonna take that mushroom snack from Mel.
All right, yeah, you get the mushroom snack, you get a piece of cloth, tie it around your mouth. So as you guys start beginning to enter this tunnel, you see, due to low tide, you see the stone pathways on the side that lead up to some stone steps in the distance that go up about 5-10 feet. Oh, Koos, you would actually be able to see further in. You would see lots of bioluminescent mushrooms, but more on that in a second. In this particular cave entrance, though, you see multicolored fungus covering the walls of the tunnel. Its bioluminescent glow fills the cavern with dim light. The surface of the water swirls with colorful, faintly glowing spores, perhaps reacting to the movement of something under the surface.
Oh, jeez.
And as you see that movement,
Something under the water. Something under the
you
water.
see
Brack.
as this octopus covered in
I knew it was a
mushrooms
fucking
and
octopus.
fungus and everything lurches out of the water. And with that, we will roll initiative for everyone.
Oh, jeez. Let's go.
Oh wow, it rolled very well with a 19. So let's see how everyone else does.
I got a 12.
I got a 20.
Oh,
19.
All right. Wow. Okay. So,
Oh, we had some good rolls on that one.
oh my God. All right. So real quick, L, what is your dex mod?
That is a +2.
Okay, it's a +1, so you'll go before it. Koos, I know yours is definitely more than a +1, so this thing will go after you guys. I'm just gonna change it to an 18, so just gets in line. All right, cool. As this thing lurches out, let's get into it with this tentacly being. You
I
also
knew
just
I knew there was a tentacle monster.
you look at this thing, it almost like doesn't even look alive. It almost looks like the carcass of an octopus that is being held together by fungus, and you see all of these fungal growths and mushrooms starting to grow out of it. But it is somehow moving. So anyways, Derry, you are up as this thing bursts out of the water.
Strange. As he notices what you just said. So Derry's gonna run up 2 squares toward the octopus and cast Burning Hands.
Oh, okay.
It's like, not this time.
So
Here we go.
just-
It's a savings. So I cast.
All right, cool. So yep, then you can do the template,
Right there.
and it'll force him to do his save.
Nice.
Yeah, and just do the damage on that.
12 fire damage.
Ooh. All right, so it is not fully immersed in the water, so it doesn't have
like
resistance
I-
to fire. Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not aiming at the
Like
water
fire
with this.
damage.
you Derry, you unleash these flames on this thing as it does begin to burn these growths off of it. It does kind of move its arms in pain a little bit, but it is still floating there in the water. But that was a good burning hands.
Don't even
12 fire
try it.
damage.
And Derry, I gotta sneeze. Hang on. Derry moves back. So that
Alrighty.
was 10, 15, 20. Can I end here? Would you let me end there?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
right
you
up
can.
against the wall.
Right up against the wall. Sounds perfect.
All right.
All right, Koos, you are up. This tentacled monstrosity has just come out of the water and been burned quite a bit.
Right. Target this thing.
Can't believe I got
Brr.
lost. Like
Eat a
last
splinter. Eat a splinter. Kakoos.
Oh my goodness, for a 21,
Nice.
that definitely hits.
Man,
Ooh,
a
for
6.
10 piercing max damage on the
Yes.
roll. Oh my goodness. Yeah, as you fire this bolt right into one of the tentacles, and it like almost falls limp there for a second.
Good. That's my turn. I'm gonna stay. I'm still in reach right here, and he can't reach me, right? So
That is correct.
yeah.
All right,
good.
L, you are up.
I am going to bonus action cast Hex on the
Nice.
creature.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I can actually like roll it or anything.
So you just target him and then click it.
Oh, that's why I didn't target him. Well, learning.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Targeted. Now I can click it. Yeah, there it is. I think I just... Yeah, never mind. Alright, we're good.
All right. Yeah, you hex him. The necromantic energy surrounds him.
And then I will, as my action, cantrip the Thorn Whip.
Yeah, go for it. Hit him with Thorn Whip.
10?
Oh, for a
Oh.
10, which unfortunately it kind of ducks under the water just a hair as the
Shut
whip
it.
slashes over and comes back up.
Alright. I feel like this thing's got reach. I'm gonna stay here. It's an octopus. They got long, tendrily arms.
Son of a gun. All right. Yeah, so that's it then, L?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, yeah. So this thing, I mean, you just whipped at it. It's gonna whip at you as it, you correctly assume as it slings a long tentacle at you to attack you. and it rolled like garbage. So it
Nice.
slaps at you, and you kind of manage
Yes,
to move
perfect.
out of the way a little bit, and it misses its tentacle strike. And that is all. Well, seeing as it missed you, it thinks maybe it'd have a better shot if it got closer, so it's going to move up some. All right, and that is it for it. Golgosh, you are up.
Okay, where is it after moving?
It is right here in the water, next to L.
It's called Fantastic.
But it is also within 10-foot reach of you as well.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just having issues with Foundry.
Oh, is it running okay?
No, it's running fine. It's just like every time we do like a battle initiative, it blocks the entire top of my screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I can't actually target him right now.
Are you talking about that like kind of gray box with all the character pictures in it?
Yes.
So there's
The turn order.
there's these. If you like highlight over those, you'll see in kind of the left-hand corner, there's 3 lines stacked on top of each other that are like gray.
Yeah, and you can drag it with
You
that.
you can click and hold and drag that around your screen to move it out of your way if it's in the way.
But then also too as well, Golgosh, if that consistently is like annoying for you, I can show you how to turn that off.
Super annoying because
Yeah.
every single person, like every single encounter that we have, they're north of me. So
Gotcha. Yeah. We can do that next time.
okay, you said top right.
On the left side.
Oops, hold on.
So on the box where like the box is with all the character portraits, on the left side of that box, when your mouse is inside of it, there's 3 vertical gray lines, horizontal gray lines stacked on top of each other. Click and hold those 3 lines, and you can drag the box to wherever you need to drag it.
I'm not getting that.
Maybe even those 3 lines are off the window. No, they shouldn't be able to.
Hold on, just to continue this.
That's it.
Yeah. Like if you hover your mouse over like where my character is, immediately to the left of my character, there should be something that looks like a hamburger menu icon.
Mm-hmm.
That's the grab handle.
I texted you a picture.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, everybody.
You're good.
All good. Getting everything figured out. First time using Foundry on Schwindler, so there's bound to be some little troubleshooting things. I just can't wait for y'all to see the next room.
Foundry's awesome, by the way. This has been
Yeah,
awesome.
Foundry's been amazing.
My favorite part is the dice, actually.
Yeah, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I do
so your picture is behind the show sequencer database.
Go
what?
sequencer database.
So I can't actually hit it.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh,
So-
the sequencer. Oh, got it.
Oh, the what?
So he's
Where?
saying that where those 3 lines are behind one of the icons on the left-hand side, like there where the ruler and stuff is.
Oh yeah.
It's behind there,
wow.
so he can't
So
click it.
that's-
No, hold on. I could move this.
I just. Guys, I just dragged that to the same position that Baller had it, and now I have the exact same problem that he does.
No.
I just wanted to test it out.
It's not just me. All right. Well, I'm going to use Eldritch Blast
All right, go for it.
Blast it! Brrr, blast it!
I mean, I would like to use Eldritch Blast.
Oh yeah, just make sure you
Hold on,
target him.
I gotta target it.
Oh. No, Baller, did you get it out, by the way?
Yeah, no, I'm good now. I just can't attack now. All right.
We're making it.
Here's the weird squid thing. I'm targeting it.
That dagnabbing octopus.
Oh, fucking.
Oh, looks like he's targeted at least. I think you're yellow.
Yep, because I'm a fucking idiot and forgot I can't use my actual keyboard for this again. But I still
worries,
can't
Okay,
attack
be
it.
confident. Be confident. Okay,
No, I mean,
got this.
I mean, I can definitely attack it. It's just not working.
So where are you trying to do it from?
So I targeted the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Hit spells. I hit Eldritch Blast. And then it just gives me a description.
Oh, you gotta hit the
Oh.
little dice symbol
Yeah,
to the
it-
left of the word, Eldritch
Mhm.
Blast.
Yeah, so when you hover over that word, there to the right to the left of it, there's a little dice that you can hit.
Yeah, it'll replace the icon of the spell.
There you go.
There it is.
All
Well,
right. Four
that was not good.
yeah, you fire the blast off at this thing, and it just kind of manages to like tilt a little bit in the water and dodge that blast as you shoot the mushrooms behind it. All right.
Okay. Can I use minor illusion to distract him away from Al?
So since you already used Eldritch Blast, you are unable to use Minor Illusion because they both cost an action.
Okay. So I'm just gonna stay next to Koos.
Oh, good thing staying there. There was a small part of me that was like, maybe he'll run off.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna rush this guy.
Whoa.
Okay, hold up, just so you know. So there is a stone platform here and here, but this is like definitely the water if you're jumping in with this thing.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna use crossbow.
You already used your Eldritch Blast, so you can't use your crossbow this turn.
So I can't use anything, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because you did use your action, so all you have left is bonus action and.
Stand clear, Golgosh. Stand clear of those testicles. Watch out for the tentacles.
Yeah, that's where you were before.
Whatever.
For the what?
All right, next up, Derry.
Simple turn. Firebolt.
Nice, nice.
Okay, these take fire. More fire. And that is
Oh,
an 11
all
to
right.
hit.
Whew, just barely hits. It tries to dodge out of the way, but you manage to catch it.
got lucky.
Oh.
And that's 3 fire
Jesus.
damage.
Oh, for 3 fire damage as you
It's
singe
something.
it a little bit. And
Brack, we're having calamari tonight. Having calamari tonight. Okay.
Yes.
That's something. And yeah, okay, my turn's over. I'm done. That's it.
Alrighty, next up is Koos.
Okay. Eat a splinter. Kakoos.
Oh wow, for 25,
oh,
definitely
good.
hits.
Damn,
Oh my
dude,
god,
you keep
max
rolling
on the
max.
damage die
Whoa.
again. Holy lord, as you hit this thing for 10 piercing as the arrow strikes true in another tentacle.
Brack, those are
it goes
pre-skewers for the grill. Pre-skewers for the grill. Brack. And then I'm gonna fly over here, let me back up a little bit out of the tentacle at a tentacle way, but still close enough to get my arrow. So what? 15. If I'm let's see. If I'm here. Move, Koos,
Oh,
move.
you're up.
There. If I'm there,
You're
am
up
I
in the
good? Am
air.
I good? Can I still fire arrows from there?
Yeah, you should be able to. Let's see, because because you're only 20 foot up and 20 foot away. So yeah, it's in your 60-foot range. Yeah.
That's my turn. Baka! Take it
All
down.
right.
What a shot.
All right.
Hell, you are up.
All right, Sonny. It's time I give you the hands. Or the vines. I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip once again.
All right, go for it. Whip him.
Whipping away. 14.
All right. So 14 definitely hits.
Yes.
As you wrap around one of this thing's tentacles.
Ooh,
Oh, and a
good.
six.
And a 3 for the
Oh
hex.
my
And it's hex,
god!
too, that's
For
right.
9 damage, as you like pull back on your on your whip, and it actually like serrates the tentacle off where you had it ripped around.
Yes.
So one
Nice.
just kind of falls off in the water.
Take that. We'll be eating that later.
That's
my
right.
turn.
I'm getting hungry. Mushroom wasn't enough.
Oh man! All right. So if that's it, L. Next is the octopus, and seeing as you just ripped off its tentacle, it's going to try to strike you. And let's see if it rolls bad again. Oh my god, it rolled a 10. So yeah, it like kind of lets out a weak. Like you see this thing is like slowly
Yeah.
starting to fall apart as it swings at you, but just can't quite reach you. All right, next up is Golgosh.
All right, let's do it. So first of all, actually, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast. I'll roll
right.
for that.
Get him. It's looking pretty weak. This may be it.
Where the hell is that?
Eldritch Blast.
Oops, spells. Yeah, nope, got it. Never mind.
End it.
Oh, good.
Yes.
All right. Yeah,
got
you
it.
managed to hit with that Eldritch Blast. See how much damage you do.
Light him up.
I hope it's a lot. 3.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you fire into this thing. You manage to blast off a tentacle as it
Yeah,
did hurt
grill
it,
it,
but
grill
it
it.
is it's looking pretty bad. All
What
right.
about your... Can you add 2?
Oh, yes.
All right,
You
Yeah.
attacked Golgosh. You want to do your extra 2 fire damage with your Genie's Breath?
absolutely, but it doesn't matter.
Alright.
Oh no, no,
Well,
no! This is
What you
different.
might do.
Yeah, it is a different creature. Yeah, this thing, as you fire off that energy, like blows a hole in the tentacle, but then what remains is the fire that burns it a little bit. So it hurts a little bit more as it looks a little bit closer to death. All
Yes.
right.
Then clean
Is
up.
that-
It's BK.
All right, I'm gonna move away.
All right. As
You're
you
swimming?
begin to move away, as you are in 10-foot range, this thing is going to attack you with its tentacle. For an
Oh
opportunity
jeez.
attack.
Oh no, that might be good. That might be
Oh,
good.
it does miss you, but yes, you are able to move away as
Hey,
it
can I
misses
can I
you.
do a reaction on that though?
So I believe for Hellish Rebuke, you have to be hit,
Okay.
correct?
That's a good question.
Let me
I'm
just
gonna look it
double
up.
check. You point your finger, yada yada, must yada yada.
Because I
When
could
you-
blow this guy
oh.
into hell
Which
right now.
Yeah, one reaction which you take in response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you. You can see.
okay.
Yeah, it would have had to damage you. Okay. All right, so that's Golgosh. Derry, you are up. This thing looks like it's
Yeah.
ready to sink to the bottom.
Little question before I go. What's the rule on disadvantage on ranged attack rolls? Because
So-
is it is it your melee range or their melee range or just 5 feet?
Oh, that is actually an interesting question.
I think it's
Because
just
the
5
octopus
feet.
has 10 feet of melee range, right?
Okay, so it says you have disadvantage on the attack roll if you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature who can see you.
Okay.
So they have to be within 5 feet. Yep.
So it's not about the melee range at all.
Nope,
It's
not about the reach. I guess
Okay.
it's just they phrase it as they are close enough to you that it is very distracting.
Got it. Okay. So I saw the party lay into this octopus, everyone hitting it, but also hearing the jokes about calamari dinner. I'm gonna walk up to the octopus while saying, I can't believe people are joking about eating a long dead octopus covered in mushrooms.
Who's joking? Brr, I'm hungry. I want some snacks.
It's not exactly fresh, Coos. And he will
To be
cast
honest,
Shocking Grasp.
it's very fresh.
Oh, all right. And
So-
you're kind of like standing on the platform, right?
Oh,
You're not like in. Okay, yeah. You can still hit it
Is
from
this
there. Yeah,
is this
with
on
that.
the platform or is it?
So I would say this and this are, but not that.
Okay, then here.
Yeah.
So
Should still
then-
be able to hit it
go
from
ahead.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, just go ahead and shock him. Oh, it's gonna be bad. Oh my
20.
god!
Oh, crit!
A
Crit!
natural 20.
Yes.
Holy lord.
Let's
Yes.
Roast
see.
this thing.
Done.
Roast him.
12 lightning damage.
All
Good job,
right.
BK.
Derry, how do you kill this thing with your shocking
Yes.
grasp?
How many tentacles does it have left?
So it lost 2. 2 were pierced with arrows, so 4, I guess.
Yeah, so I walk up, I grab the closest tentacle, and as I'm holding onto it, I channel my electric energy down my arms and up the tentacle right to its head, and it fries.
Ooh. Yeah, you just see a little sizzle of smoke come out its head as it slowly begins sinking into the depths. Nice job. Oh
That-
my
that is-
god.
That
Y'all
is a
quick.
murked
Go
that
get it.
thing.
good.
Go get the dinner.
How deep is it? Can I retrieve some arrows or can I get some dinner or get any trophies off this thing?
Yo, hang on. I'm
so-
gonna roll my own insight check just to see what I do. Yeah.
19.
Wait a minute. Koos, you're not serious, are you? I was joking.
Brrr. Serious.
That's a
Heck,
natural
serious?
19.
All right. Yeah, Koos, you look down and see it's sinking into the depths. You could probably estimate by the time it hits the bottom, it might be about 25 feet under.
Am I able to swim? I can swim that, right?
Yeah, you can swim. You got the wings.
I want to
don't,
dive like a yeah. I want to dive like a seagull after French fries into the depths here.
Wait.
Cacoose! And I'm going after my arrows. I want to try and get some arrows back.
All right.
And
yeah,
if one of my
you can have
arrows
them
are
back.
stuck into one of these tentacles, I'm just gonna grab the arrow and the tentacle, pull it up.
Wait, what is he doing?
Does it say? Yeah, yeah. For sure. That's what I want.
Perfect. Yeah, you go down, rip one up. The other one looks like it's been a bit damaged as it went through, so you're able to get the one arrow back and rip this tentacle up with you, with your, calamari piece. Shish kebab. As Koos bursts from the water with tentacle and arrow in hand.
Cacoose! Out of the water. Yep. Good. I put my arrow in my inventory, and I'm gonna put this tentacle in my pack.
Why?
Moldy calamari.
I'm sorry.
Delicacy and Schult. Koos.
Why would you be putting a dead tentacle in your backpack? I don't understand.
I'm gonna make a. I'm gonna use it as a trophy. I'm gonna use it as a trophy and create a satchel for all of my trophies.
Yeah.
But you don't need a satchel for trying to redeem yourself, right?
Hey, Gogosh, as long as he doesn't eat it, I'll take it.
Oh, you always
I'm-
could. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh
Last thing he does.
While you're back there, get the fertilizer out of the boat.
The fuck, I'm not a fucking errand boy. But yes, I will do that.
I hear Elle say it. And
Respect
I'm
your
gonna-
elders. Respect your elders.
I go over and get the fertilizer and bring it back.
I'm over here and I'm like, what a sweet boy.
Fucking
Yeah.
asshole.
Yeah. Need a hand?
No.
I think Golgosh is a little hangry. Do you have any more snacks?
Yes, I could definitely use a meal.
Feed him your octopus. And I walk back to Elle.
Yeah, I want your octopus.
I'll share with you, Burger. You want some octopus? I'm gonna
Yeah.
cut off a little piece for him. Here's a little singed piece from Dairy's Fire, Burger, from Dairy's Fire.
Yeah, let's eat a little bit of octopus tonight.
Yes, let's eat. He's gonna eat it. Are you gonna eat it?
Figure it
Are
out.
you gonna eat it right now? You gonna eat it right now?
Is it cooked?
Yeah, it's cooked. It's got fire. It's just got fired by Dairy.
There's
Yeah,
shocking grasp.
Yeah.
I will heat it up just a little bit to warm it up.
Yes. Yes.
And then I will eat it.
Yes. I'm getting flashbacks from not the Minotaur. What is it? Yeah, it was a Minotaur, wasn't it?
In Dragon of Icespire Peak. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a griffin. It was a manticore.
Manticore.
Manticore, that's what it was, yeah.
meat,
Yeah.
Manticore meat. That was a
Okay.
good sequence.
How is it? Here you go. Burger.
I take it and I eat it because I'm very, very hungry.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like,
It's
you
covered
heating
in
it up?
mold.
that is the first time
It's all cooked. It's all
I've
cooked.
eaten-
Burger.
octopus. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. I just think it could use some more seasoning.
You can eat this stuff raw, you know.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, what
I-
did you eat in the woods? I don't even know.
That's weird because the tentacles are still moving.
I have a I have my rations, and so is there like I assume like do I have any is there any seasonings, any salt in my rations that I can
Yeah, I would say there's
Yeah,
a
great. Here you
little
go.
packet or something.
I have salt. Here's some salt. Burger. Here's some salt.
Okay, this is a little bit better. Elle, do you want any?
I'm all right. How do you feel?
Elle's like taking off. She's not even around us. We're sharing a snack.
Roll.
Elle is not going far away from me.
She's gonna be puking from eating magic mushrooms later.
All right.
I might be puking from the octopus.
Yep, we'll see.
Yeah.
Go, gosh, give me the Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. Yes.
Meyore had to do it. You've got it.
Oh my
Alright, hold on.
god.
This is awesome.
Oh,
I'm watching him. I'm watching intently. If he doesn't puke, I'm gonna eat a snack here.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good to go. I am good to go.
I would say the DC of eating
I am
rotten
used to
flesh
eating things with multiple tentacles.
I would actually
rotten
say
tentacle with mold and mushroom on it. Yeah, it's awesome.
that you take 1 poison damage
Oh no!
as
Alright.
your tummy is a
You
bit
don't-
rumbly after that. You don't feel so great.
You don't look so good. Burger. You don't look so good. Are you okay? Burger.
I'm fine.
Nice.
Sort of.
Here's a cracker. Burger. Here's a cracker. Golgosh want a cracker, and I'm gonna give him a cracker out of my rations. That's all I got. I'm not a healing guy, so that's all I got. Seeing him get sick, I'm just
cracker.
pack
rapping
it
on
away.
rapping on the door with my quarterstaff. There's like doors to this, right? Or no?
Oh no, so that's just
okay.
the light being blocked from
Gotcha.
the stairway up.
Then I'm tapping on the side of the cave wall. Hello, in there. Hello.
You
Right
don't
here.
hear anything other than
Alright.
Golgosh.
Golgosh, we better go get L. We better go get L.
Al, don't you remember they don't talk?
I was literally knocking
Right.
on our door. I think we're
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
And I think you gotta breathe in their special stuff if you want to be able to talk with them. So
Perhaps you, whoever gets to speak with them, just let them know we have the fertilizer and ask for the trade for that Helmrich guy or whatever his name was.
Well, okay, so outside of character, I think I do have the most charisma. I might be wrong. I should have that. I should have that.
Warlock.
I should have that. I got +4.
I'm really hoping that Derry snorts some spores here.
And I will say, as you guys enter a little bit further in this cave, as you kind of glance around, obviously you see the bioluminescent mushrooms like covering the walls and whatnot. But you also like, as you kind of look forward, it's a little bit dark in here, so it's almost kind of hard to see. But you almost see like the shimmer of, you know how kind of like when you're out on a super hot day, right? And you see that like translucent, like you just literally like see the heat. So in this instance, it's not necessarily heat, but you do see that like shimmer of something like coming from this cave.
Looks magical. I don't know magic, but that looks magical.
What do I have to roll for detect magic?
It's a
Detect
spell.
magic is a spell.
Oh, well, then I can't do that. If I want to.
If you would like, I can do it again, but it takes 10 minutes, you know.
fine.
I think we just go in.
Derry walks into the shimmering thing and takes a deep breath.
So yeah, I would say it's kind of all around you guys at this point, but definitely coming from inside the cave. But you take a deep breath and you get a strong sense of, I believe you get a smell of sulfur.
Oh my goodness. Derry, are you okay? Derry, are you okay? Okay, are you okay?
It smells like the eggs we had this morning if we had waited 3 more weeks.
Forgot. You must have been the last to breakfast. Last one's a rotten egg. Forgot.
I'm kind of
Yeah, it smells like me because I was last.
So apparently they're making bombs here, or something that's flammable. You should ask what's going on.
All right, so here, let me stop y'all right there as you get in here. You can move up a little bit, Koos, to be with everybody. Oh, Golgosh, I would assume you're up with the party. Okay, so as you guys enter this room, you walk up the stairway, and you see, as you enter this main cavern, you see this 50-foot high cavern is a forest of multicolored fungi ranging from tiny filaments to tree-sized mushrooms. A natural staircase of stone columns along the east wall leads up about 10 feet to a higher cave in the north, and water burbles down from that upper cave and collects in a large pool. 2 small mushroom-like people are working amid the mushrooms near the pond. A sickening smell, like sulfur, the rest of you can now smell this, hangs in the air. And
Can
I
I-
would like to say, with that point, I think we will call it there so we can do Seagrow Caves in the next episode. So thank you all for hanging with us as long as you have, and we will see you next time. But until then, let's keep making stories together. Bye.
And eating calamari.